Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Monday afternoon. Chilling here in LA, man. It's a little humid here because we just had some rain. A little light rain, a little light mist. And perfect weather to smoke a cigar. Now the sun's coming out, starting to get hot. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and chop it up this afternoon, man. First things first, man. Salute to the unfiltered nation and the unfiltered fam. Okay. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get this afternoon started off right, man. Let's get it started off right with a little smoky smoke. You know what I'm saying? And just to see how y'all doing out there, man. Make sure you guys are, coming in, hitting that button that look like this, the thumbs up, smash that, and tip your bartender, man. Wipe your feet when you come in the crib. Okay? And it's time for me to do what I like to do, man. It's a beautiful day today, man. But unfortunately, man, we got some disturbing news out of Arizona, out of AZ. Chandler Jones, man, is back at it again. Running into some serious situations with the police again. And word is that he got arrested again at his own house. And I'm just like, why isn't anybody helping this brother out, man? I'm not understanding. Where's the help, man? You know what I'm saying? We understand the football situation. We understand that it was a huge mistake by Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler, to get rid of a whole Yannick Ngakoue, who was playing very well with Mad Max, who was paired well, like two nice bookends, to pick up a guy, pay him $17 million per, to only have him act like this. And according to the clip that I saw, I actually saw the clip. One thing I'm not going to do is come on here and cap and start trying to be saying things that I haven't personally seen with my own eyes. But I saw the clip that Chandler was recording, and the police came, sheriff department came. He's in Arizona, and they came by to see what was going on, because according to the sheriff's department, he was being accused of burning up his own furniture, taking his furniture out of his house and lighting it on fire. This is like the last situation he was in, Las Vegas, involved some kind of fire or something as well, from what I remember. And he was saying that the fire was very much contained, and he was willing to show them the firewood and all of that kind of stuff. And they were like, "Look, Mr. Jones, we're here to talk about, find out what's going on with you." And next thing you know, you hear him say, "Yo, wait!" And you saw the camera moving around, and you know what that means. Those of us who understand, okay? When the cops say, "We're here to find out what's popping with you," and next thing you know, your camera's moving, and you're saying, "Hey, wait a minute, hold on," and there's no more feed. That pretty much tells you some shit happened. I don't know if they took him in on a 5150. I don't know what happened. But nobody seemed to be talking about it. But from what reports are, it was some type of hold. The cops can legally hold you for 72 hours. They can hold you legally, But like I said, man, I don't understand why that brother's not getting no help. I don't get it. I don't understand how a man whose brother is John Bones Jones, and his other brother is a former NFL player, is not getting assistance to their youngest brother. I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding why the NFL's not coming in. I'm not understanding why friends of his aren't coming in. I'm not understanding this entire situation. It makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense to me. No jokes included. I mean, I wish that brother nothing but peace in his life. Everybody deserves peace. Everybody deserves an opportunity to live their life comfortably and not live their life under any type of stress or any type of mental anguish. But I don't understand why nobody's helping this guy. Where's the NFLPA at? Where's the NFL's Players Association? I guarantee you, Chandler Jones is paying his dues. Is paying dues into the NFLPA. Every player is paying into the dues. He's paid. Where is everyone at? I don't understand. I don't get it, bro. It's sad to me, man, that this guy's being left on the island. It's obviously that he needs some type of help, and he's not getting it. As far as on the football field, I don't want him on my football team. I don't. Anybody that can't come in and effectively do their job, I don't want. It doesn't matter if it's him, if it's anybody. If you can't come in and be effective, I don't want you on my team. But as far as him being a brother and him being a human being, man, I definitely siding with him. I'm definitely riding with him. I'm definitely hoping that something happens. I just don't see any help. He was arrested twice in Las Vegas over the past this season. He's been arrested twice. And now it just looks like he got arrested again. So I don't know, man. I'm just a little disappointed that the NFL is not taking a forward approach to this. Man, if something happens to Chandler Jones, man, God forbid, I'm gonna blame the NFL, dog. I'm gonna blame the NFL's Players Association. I know that the first time when Chandler got arrested, those people who came to see him or the people who were trying to take him wherever they were going to take him to were on the Raiders' behalf. I know the Raiders, Josh and Dave, sent somebody over there, so I know that. But he's no longer an employee. He's actually no longer an employee of anybody, the NFL or any NFL team. But he's still, like I said before, I know his dues is paid up because every player in the National Football League who's eligible to play has paid their dues into the NFL Players Association. So where's the union at? Where's DeMaurice Smith at? He's the president of the damn NFLPA. How come ain't nobody doing any damn thing? Okay, where's Roger Goodell at? Roger Goodell's always quick to try to suspend somebody or do something against somebody. They just suspended Casey from the Steelers for that hit that he did on the Colts wide receiver. He's suspended indefinitely for hits. But meanwhile, Chandler Jones is walking around here allegedly setting fires in his backyard. So I don't understand what it is, man. But the NFL, ain't no love, dog. If you ain't doing nothing for the NFL, you're not providing any ratings, you're not providing any fandom. You just somebody that's in the way. Okay, so I just wanted to say that, man. Prayers go out to Chandler Jones, but I'm very disappointed that the NFL and the NFL Players Association, as much as there's been talk about CTE, I don't know. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to diagnose him. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a neurosurgeon. I'm not a sociologist. I'm none of those things. I am a fan of the league and fan of the team he played for, and I'm a human being. That's as far as my expertise goes. But I will say something isn't right, and I don't know what it is, bro. I don't get it. And it's unfortunate, man. He's played for 3 teams. He's played for Patriots, won Super Bowls with the Patriots. Of anybody, where's Bill Belichick at? Like I said, man, it's a cold game. Then he played for Arizona. Cliff Kingsbury, who was the coach at the time. Where's he at? Josh McDaniels, where are you at? Dave Ziegler, where are you at? That's your guy. But I guess it doesn't really bode well, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad. Then in other news, man, we've been seeing how everything is set up, man. We're seeing teams that are Last night, we had a good live last night. Please let me know if everything, if the feed is clear. Put a 1 in the chat if everything's crispy. I think we finally figured it out. It was me. It was how I had my phone basically running my metadata and running on the Wi-Fi. So if it's clear, put a 1 in the chat. Let me know if it's clear. I think we got it right now. Should be nice and crispy. But the Jacksonville Jaguars did not do themselves any good yesterday by losing that game. That messed them up. My wife's Ravens, they did their damn thing, but they lost their best running back yesterday for the season. Steelers, they didn't do well. Cowboys, as much as Cowboy Empire was talking, Cowboys didn't look formidable against Josh Allen and them. They didn't get nothing done. They got blown out. 49ers looking like they're going to beat everybody's ass. And a bunch of other things. So the league right now, how things are standing right now, got Miami 130-0 without Tyreek Hill, but then again, they're playing against the Jets. So who's to say? It's going to be very interesting these last 4 weeks. Raiders, we got to play the Chiefs. Chiefs, they beat the Patriots. That ain't saying much. But hey, it's time to put up or shut up, man. It's time to put up or shut up. And I think there's going to be a lot of surprises going into the end of the year. And I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be on the outside looking in if they don't shore up their situations and figure that shit out. So yeah, you guys, man, like I said, man, prayers go out to Chandler Jones. I'm going to always side with the players. I'm a players guy. Okay, I'm always going to side with the players because the players are the ones that make this league go. Without the players, don't matter. Don't matter what your team is. If nobody on any team is any good, watch how those ratings drop. Okay. So let me go ahead and read some of you guys' questions, man. See what you guys are talking about. We will be on after Monday Night Football tonight. We're gonna find out what's popping with them Eagles. We're gonna see what it is, and everything's good, you guys, man. Everything's good. Just trying to, tighten the screws here at the crib. And make sure that the internet connection is nice and crispy. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been telling you guys, I'm putting money into our situation over here. I'm tired of all the bad feeds and all of that. Hey, I'm going to pay for whatever it takes. Okay? To make sure you guys are getting quality content, crispy vision, not all glitchy and all of that. But I think we got it right, man. You guys are giving me one, so let's go. So let me see what's popping with you guys out there. So read some comments, man. Raider Syndicate, what's going on, big dog? Chillin', Egalitarian, what's going on? Raider Syndicate said the cigar, man. Hey, man, shit, you gotta have a vice, man. You gotta have something that you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty squares all outdoors, dog. To be honest, I've always been pretty square, dog, as far as all the extracurricular shit except running hoes. Juggling females that's definitely something that I did. That was what I was doing. Okay. But so I got my cigar, man. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I got popping, dog. Drink every once in a while, cigar. That's pretty much it, dog. Okay. Pretty low key with mine. Okay. I never was the one that liked the police up behind me. Even when my boys was out there doing wrong and the cops was dry, I'd be like, okay, let me get in this corner. Once they pass, you got to get the hell out of my shit. Raider Syndicate. Lil Pee Wee Shack, what's up with your boy Chandler Jones? Hey, man, he's everybody's boy, bro. He ain't just my boy. He ain't my boy, dog. He got cut. Everywhere he's gone to, he's gotten shown the door. Okay? He's my boy along with Belichick's boy and along with Kyler Murray's boy. So, hey, it's not just Shaq. Don't try to put him on me. God. EB, what's going on, Senor Shaq? Salute to the Unfiltered Nation, all about the world family. Everything's doing good. Everything is great, man. Everything is cool. Can't complain. I'll share a little something with you, Eric, because I have a lot of respect for you because you're a family man. You got a son. Just took my son. Me and my wife took my son to go get his checkup. You know what I'm saying? What the end of the year checkup or whatever, man. Took the boy to go get him checked. Just got back. Man, I got a monster on my hands, bro. They said my son, he's 3 and a half. They said my son is 94% taller than 3-year-olds his age. He's 94% taller. He's in the 94 percentile in height. He's 3 and he's the height of a 5-year-old. Doc said, hey, he's either going to play basketball or football. And I'm like, sounds like my kid. 94% taller than the average 3-year-old is my son. Okay? Said my son weighed, he's 41 inches tall. He's not supposed to be that tall at all. Then they said that he weighs 41 pounds or 36 and a half or something like that. They said he's 75% heavier than kids his age, and he don't have an ounce of fat on him. I said, man, I think I might have me a defensive end and shit. I might have me something, quarterback, defensive end, above fucking power forward or some shit. It's going down. So I just found that out, man. And healthy as hell. Nothing wrong with mine, guys. Praise God. Brother Kenneth Seneca said more crazy antics. It's not even crazy anymore. It's scary. These kind of stuff doesn't end up well. The more you get away with shit, the worse it is. And I'm not seeing anything. A guy with money, he's got $17 million of the Raiders money. He ain't hurting. He ain't hurting for a bag. He ain't hurting to pay no rent. He ain't hurting to pay no child support. He's got a couple of residences. He's probably got good investments. But what he has is too much time on his hands. Okay. JC, I hope he gets help. Too easy to judge, but he's a troubled man right now. Needs help. It's more than football. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you guys, we love football, man, but shit, ain't nothing. Football's not more important than somebody's life. Okay? It's not. All right? The man definitely needs help. I'm just not seeing, where is the organizations that are supposed to help you? Where are they at? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. Lil Pee-wee, so if you can give Chandler some advice, what would you tell him? I would tell him, man, that it's okay, man, to feel like how he's feeling. It's okay for him to feel that way. Not ostracize him, try to let him know, hey, man, it's okay that you feel the way you feel. Let's see what we can do about trying to get you some help. Like, you need to want to get yourself some help. He's got to want to help himself. That's a big dude, man. Let's understand. Chandler Jones ain't no little dude. Chandler Jones is like 6'6". And he knows. If his brother's John Bones Jones, he knows some shit. Okay? You don't want to fuck around with him, dog. Trust me. Okay? So that's what I would tell him. I would just tell him, hey, man, it's okay to feel how you feel, but you should want to help yourself feel better. That's what I tell him. Bev, what's going on, man? What's going on, sis? Good afternoon, my bro Shaq and the Unfiltered fam. You already know. Chris says NFLPA doesn't care about any of these guys once they're no longer playing. Yeah, I understand that, dude, but when you're in a union, your union's supposed to be at your disposal, bro. I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. A lot of y'all don't know I act too. So I'm in the Screen Actors Guild. We just had a big old strike that we're trying to get through. I'm in the union, dog. Like, union's supposed to be helping me with all kinds of stuff. They're supposed to be helping me with my health insurance, with my banking, with this, with that. If I'm paying into a union and the union ain't doing for me, something's wrong with the union. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm a high profile. I'm not a high profile person, but at least not yet. But somebody like a Chandler Jones, come on, dog, a high profile player. They should be seeking him out. It's obvious. The dude's in the police blotter. This is the 3rd time this year. 2 different cities. Chris Jones, he's so deep right now, it's near the Titanic. Hopefully brother gets the help he needs. Me too. I don't want to see nothing bad happen to him, man. Okay? Amanda Peppers, Roger Goodell's a horrible commissioner. He's blackballing him, and Chandler's mental health is getting worse by the day. Like I said, man, part of me wants John Gruden to open Pandora's box and shit. Like, they better be trying to give John what he, some shut up money, bro. They need to be telling him, hey, dog, we're going to give you enough money where you ain't never going to have to lift your head again. You and Cindy, his wife Cindy Gruden, you and Cindy won't have to do nothing ever. And your kids and your kids' kids and your kids' kids' kids ain't going to do shit. I'm kind of hoping that he says, nah, dog, let's go ahead and put all this evidence out so we can find out what Roger Goodell's really been doing behind the scenes, man. And that's what they don't want. Okay? That's what they don't want. All right? Yeah, make sure you guys go into the store picking up the merch, man. Merch is definitely a good thing for the New Year's and Christmas, man. Let's make it pop. Lil Peebee, this is another one of Josh McDaniels' failures. Josh McDaniels, man, you haven't heard high no hair of Josh McDaniels, have you? You haven't heard him, Dave Ziegler, at all, bro. They never thanked anybody. They never said thank you for the opportunity. They never said, hey, players, sorry it didn't work out, man. This goes to show you, man, them dudes was never about us, man. They were about themselves, bro. Okay? Salute to Mark Davis for taking that $85 million lesson that he had to take. Okay? Running on EA8, Meshach, what's good, man? 63 piece on the chokers, haha. Hey, man, they still ain't got over it. But the thing about it is, though, is the excuses. Instead of giving the Raiders their props, they're saying, oh, well, Justin Herbert was playing, it wouldn't have been that. And I'm like, well, shit, does Justin Herbert play defensive end? Does Justin Herbert play linebacker? Does Justin Herbert play cornerback? Does Justin Herbert play safety? Because the defense gave up 63. That's what it was. Okay? Well, they would have scored. The defense gave up 63. Okay? That's what happened. All right? So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it at all. And their offense gave up 2 touchdowns. Hey, it is what it is, man. Don't try to diminish our accomplishments. Okay. Ronnie Corey, man, Mr. Shaq, they do have help. It's up to the individuals that want help, and that sometimes pride gets in the way. I understand that, man, but when it's life and death, man, you have to go a little bit harder than that, man. I remember when somebody who damn sure is a clout chaser, and Antonio Brown, AB, not AP, but AB, was talking about he was going to go and check on his boy Chandler Jones, and I didn't hear anything of it, So I understand it's up to them, man, but come on, man. Sometimes you got to force somebody's hand. Maybe somebody came and called them, but according to what the reports was, he was burning his furniture in the backyard. I don't know how that is a crime unless you're illegally, illegally burning. If you have to be certain winds and certain things. If you're burning things in your backyard, you have to have, the conditions have to be a certain way, and you got to be zoned for that. Now, if he's on a farm somewhere, but it didn't look like he was in the farm, he looked like he was in a gated community. So, it is what it is. Okay, there's a hit that like button, man. Subscribe, share the channel. Rob Benjamin, you are correct. It's a humanity issue now. Where's the love at? Like I said, man. You don't got to play for me to care about you as a human. Football is a game. Okay, it's a game we love. It's a game I love, but it ain't more important than a person. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not. Wouldn't matter if you played for the Raiders or you played for whoever. Like, this is life and death, man. It can get to that point. Okay. Bev, Shaq, whatever's going on is bothering me. If he contacts me, I'm gonna help him out, get the help he needs. Well, Bev, that's your ex, Bev. You know what I'm saying? I know that was your boo thing back in the days, man. But he definitely needs some guidance. Okay, you might definitely need to call his brothers up, man. I mean, if it was my brother, man, I'd be like, look, man, I have to go over there and put him in a chokehold or something, man. Take his ass where he needs to go. Appreciate the ones, you guys. Philip, true word is sad to hear about Jones. You think that's something to disregard of his concussions? I mean, anything's possible. CTE is real, but you can't determine CTE till somebody's dead. You have to dissect somebody's brain to do that. There's no test for CTE while you're alive. You only can find that out after you're gone. That's why when people say, "Oh, Antonio Brown has CTE," can't determine that. Can't test for CTE on a live person. Robert Benjamin. Okay, Philip Trueworthy with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, pimping. Getting closer to 6K, man. Rooting for you. Thank you, bro. I'm working on it. A lot of it has to do with us. The improvements, you know what I'm saying? And making sure these internet connections is crispy as hell. And like I said, man, just learning the old place, man. I didn't have to worry about all of that. Now, the configurations here are a lot different. So I appreciate that, man. We're on the road, man. We're on the road. Let's get there. Little Pee Wee said, "I'm excited we play you guys on Christmas." Yeah, man. I was telling my wife's Ravens. They play the 49ers on Christmas too in Santa Clara, back in the Bay. I was like, man, shoot. If it wasn't about my son's Christmas, I might have said, hey, we'll go to San Francisco, go to the Raider game, the early game, get on a plane, fly to the Bay, and go to that game too. But it's Christmas, man. I ain't going nowhere on no damn Christmas, man. Just keep my ass here. That's all. I've done Christmas in Vegas before, dog. It ain't good trying to get back unless you flying, bruh. You ain't flying. You trying to drive back to L.A. or trying to drive somewhere? Bad decision. Don't do that shit. Uh, I know Reddit got Matthew. Off topic question. Do you think about Jonathan Majors found guilty? I didn't know. I didn't know he was found guilty. What's the exact charges? I know that he was. I know that he was up for. I don't know if it was abuse or I don't know exactly what the term was, but if he was found guilty, man, that ain't good for him. I guess Kang. I guess they'll be changing Kang in the MCU. It is what it is, dog. You gotta understand whatever you do comes a light, and you gotta understand you can't be forgetting who you are. You can't be forgetting your situation and the optics. Okay, somebody looked one way and somebody looked another way. Okay, I'm just saying, man. You better know what it is you doing, dog. Get caught slipping. I didn't know that. Hey, man, it's all bad. I don't know what his sentence is going to be, but he's done. And I was telling my wife that earlier. I'll go mention it to her. We were talking about that. Like all these celebrities, being a celebrity ain't what it's cracked up to be nowadays. Okay? They are really, really taking you out. Your careers, they ending your careers, bro. You better have made a lot of money. Like Diddy, like his situation, he's legitimately a billionaire on paper. So he's never gonna have to worry about money, but his career is over. He's done. Take that, dancing in videos and tap dancing and doing all that shit and that's done. All this shit, that's over. It's over, man. Do like Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons went to Bali, went to Bali and went to a damn went to a seance over there, man. And blowing on a big ass pipe and shit, and just get over there and just stay over there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Stay in a paradise resort for the rest of your life is over, and a whole bunch of people is going down. I'm just seeing it, Ain't no feeling jealous over these people. The only thing that I want is their money. I wouldn't want nothing else. But I didn't know that, dog. That's crazy. But hey, man, it is what it is, dog. That's what he gets. Hey, doing the wrong shit with the wrong ones. All bad. God. Doug Spears, what's going on? I know Reddit guy, what's going on? Little Pee Wee. Yo, Shaq. I was at the swap meet looking for Matthew Shaq on Field of Nation clothing. I couldn't find anything. You ain't gonna never find nothing at the swap meet. How you gonna find something that's custom made at the swap meet, Little Pee Wee? And who goes to the swap meet, bro? That just goes to show you, you're definitely a Chiefs Kingdom guy. I mean, you're probably there getting ready to find you some used underwears that you could put on and shit. Some thongs that you can get $3-4. Because nobody goes to the swap meet, bro. God, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you ain't at one of these out here at LA, if you ain't at one of these mega malls out here, or if you ain't on Rodeo Drive, you ain't where I'm at. And if you ain't at the Nike store, you definitely ain't where I'm at. Okay, so you're never gonna find nothing at the swap meet that have my shit on it. My shit's custom made to order. You order the shit, they make it. So I don't know where you're getting that shit from, though. Okay, Robert Benjamin, what's going on? Raider Joe, what's popping? Raiders need to win out themselves, specifically for AP, regardless of how things go for the poor season. It's all about winning and shielding out the helmet. I think that I'm not worried about the players playing. I'm worried about whether or not they can actually beat a team that psychologically has them in a chokehold. We don't have a problem with the Chargers. I was just talking about that yesterday. The last time the Chargers beat us in the Death Star was 2020. They haven't beaten us since. We played them what? Let's see. Doing two and three. We played them 4 times and they beat us once in the Death Star. We're 3-1 beating them. They haven't beaten us in our own shit in 3 years. Okay, we're not scared of them. We're not scared of Denver. We don't have a problem with Denver. Denver hasn't beaten us in 3.5 seasons. They haven't beaten us at all. We've swept them the last 3 years. Okay, it's Kansas City. That's the team. We beat Kansas City, bruh, regardless. If AP pulls that rabbit out of his hat, he's the coach. He might already be the coach, but he's definitely the coach if that happens. Because the last person to beat the Chiefs was Gruden. Beating them Chiefs, man, has a lot to do with it. Do I think we can do it? Yeah, man, we was hanging with them when we played them the first time in Arrowhead. Offense just couldn't get their shit together. Defense was handling their business. We was up 14-0 at the half, remember? 14-0. The next 30 minutes, Chiefs made adjustments. We didn't. That's what happened. Didn't score no more after that. Said, Beb talking Phil Trueboy. Thanks for the dono. Appreciate it, man. Nate G, really loved the last video, bro. Witness history with the epic beatdown of Chargers. That's something that every Raider fan, I don't give a fuck how low they are. I don't care if they 70. I don't care if they're 7. Nobody ever saw that. We all saw that at the same time. The only thing that was better than that was to have us do it in the Super Bowl. And the last time we won the Super Bowl, we blew out the damn Redskins. 38-9. We beat the Redskins. They were the #1 offense in football. They beat us earlier in the season, kicked our ass. Everybody said we wasn't going to have a chance, and we blew those cats out. Okay? We blew them out, bro. All right? So we can win. We've won Super Bowls. The last Super Bowl we won was a blowout, bro. We did that. That's the second best thing I've ever seen. Okay? It's in us. All right? We just have to harness it and figure it out. Okay? I know Raider guy talking to Raider Joe. Can't win this Sunday. I believe we have an 89% chance to win out the rest of the games. Comes a time, man, where you have to beat your enemy, bro. Comes a time, bro. Comes a time, man. You know? I remember, man, my dad teaching me how to play chess. And he was whipping my ass, man. My goal was to beat him in chess one day. I beat my dad in chess. I think I was like 10 or 11. I ain't played him in chess since. He ain't want to play no more. He goes, I think you're ready to play other people. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I think I am. Shit. Comes times, man, we can't be bitches, man, no more, bruh. The Chiefs is the litmus test. Okay, it's time for us to put our foot to somebody, put our cleat in somebody's mouth. Time to do it, dog. No better time than now. No better time than now. Okay, make sure you guys tip your bartender, man. You know what it is, like the videos. They said, Lil Papa, you're not going to find the unfiltered swag at the swap meet. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm talking about. See, you know what it is, Bev? It's like this. I know Pee-wee's trying to be funny, but if you don't got no money, just say that, bro. That's just what it is. If you don't got it, just say that. All right, man, I don't got it, right? I mean, I can't afford it. I don't have it, dog. But instead of trying to demean the brand, knowing that everybody on here that bought some shit is telling you the quality is there. Like, I don't even need to toot my own horn. Everybody on here who bought something is going to tell you the quality is top notch. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, who goes to the swap meet? Like, who does that, dog? Like, that's something you do. You know, if your grandmother want to go, and we ain't kids no more, dog. Go to swap meet, try to talk to some girls and shit. Like, maybe that's what you were doing. I don't know. But, Strike Vader, what's going on, Big Chick? I'm chilling, man. Hope everything's good. Everything's good, bro. Just one, like I said, the internet situation was the thing that was a little troublesome. Because, like I said, man, it's 20-foot ceilings, bro. See these windows up here? That's my windows, too, man. That's how high the roof is. I'm like, damn. So the internet bouncing around and doing all kinds of weird shit. And so we had to figure it out, bro. But it looks like everything is clear. This is how I want it to be from now on. Let's build on this, man. Last videos, I've been here a week. They haven't been, up to snuff. But now it looks like we got it handled. Okay, make sure you guys going to getting the merch. And like I said, man, if you can't afford nothing, man, it's all good. Nobody's mad at you. You don't have to buy nothing to be a member over here, dog. But don't come over here trying to act like our shit is janky. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. Lil Pee Wee, yo, Shaq, what's your favorite Judas Priest song? Mine's is Breaking the Law. I'm not really. Judas Priest is cool, man. They all right, man. But I'm more of a Led Zeppelin dude. Led Zeppelin, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rock guy because I play guitar. Led Zeppelin, Van Halen, Beatles. I'm a Beatles head. You know what I'm saying? Aerosmith, them kind of groups. You know, Judas Priest is a little bit not really me. You know, listen to them, they're good, but it's not really me, bro. Okay, I need something with a better backbeat. The drummer has to be really good for me to like really hitting. And John Bonham is the GOAT. So you didn't think I'd be able to answer that question, no. And Cuts, what's going on, big dog? What's happening? Okay. Robert Benjamin, man, Roger said it just isn't just a horrible commissioner, he's a horrible human being. From what I've been hearing, Roger Goodell it's a lot of things about Raj that's not mathing. The math ain't mathing, Rob. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that's being said, but you know, it's when you've crafted your persona, so well, it takes a lot to have that chink in the armor. Like look at Diddy. Man, a year ago, nobody would never believe this. They would never believe this story, bro. A year later, now it's starting to look very believable. Now everybody's coming out the woodwork. Okay, like I said, man, Roger Goodell. All it takes is proof, like insurmountable evidence. Like I was talking to the homies about it. I was like, man, that Cassie, bro, you talk about receipts. Oh, she made it easy. She made it easy for herself because she only told half the story. That was the key with that. She told half the story. She didn't tell the whole story. She told half the story. And she told the half that embarrassed her. And she left the rest for later. That was going to do what? I'm going to say that this is what happened with me. Knowing that you know the other half. Pay a nigga her money. Because I'm telling this part. And all the receipts are lining up. A, B, C, D, all the way to M. And then you got NMOP, QRSTUVWXYZ. You don't want that part. Let me get half of these letters in a row where it makes sense. And I got plenty of receipts and it makes sense. Diddy's like, say less. Okay. So Roger Goodell's in that same situation. There's no way on God's green earth 10 emails are the only emails out of 650,000 emails. Only 10 of them is out. Nah. Not buying it, homie. Not buying it. Okay. You're going to put out the first 10, but there's 16 more letters after 10. Come on. Come on, dog. Lil Pee Wee, I'm a Chiefs fan, but man enough to admit the Raiders played great against the Chargers. Hey, man, that just means you're just going to tell the truth. You know? But if we play good against good y'all and beat y'all, what are you going to say? That's the key. Yeah, that's the key, man. But I already see how you guys roll. Y'all don't win if somebody cheated. Like, come on, man. Y'all doing too much with that. Kadarius Toney, man, Kadarius Toney is a liability. He better let him drop some passes against us, bro. He gonna start talking about it's the refs and the refs are lying and all of that. Dude, you did not check in with the ref when you were offsides. You were offsides, bro. All he had to do was check with the ref and look over and say, am I okay? And the ref would have been like, no, back up. He didn't do it. Soon as the damn ball was snapped, they threw the flag. The rest of the play, all that dipsy doodle, throw it back to you and all that shit. Then he dropped passes yesterday. So I don't know, man. So we'll see. Where the syndicate said, man, Shaq, you rumor is that the ref cheated for us to get the charges. Of course, man. Of course they're gonna say that, bro. Of course. Like, there's been no team in the history of the National Football League who's had worse calls in the wrong time than us. Why all of a sudden they're cheating for them, dog? Like, the Chargers aren't iconic. They're not iconic, bro. Name an iconic play that they benefited off or they lost to outside of the Holy Roller play, and that was a regular season play when Ken Stabler fumbled the ball forward and then Gabe Casper pushed it forward and Banaszak fell on it. That was 78. But that was a regular season game. That wasn't a playoff game. They don't have the immaculate reception. They don't have the tuck rule. They don't have the index card. They don't have the Chargers are not iconic, bro. They're not iconic. They're not that. In other words, you're not that important. You guys ain't that important, bro. Okay. The Chargers fold up today. Who would miss them? Who would miss them, dog? To be honest, who would miss the Chargers? If the Chargers just decided, you know what, we don't want to play football anymore, do you think there'd be a picket line somewhere? You think everybody would be crying and shit? Nope. Because they haven't done anything. Right? They're the only team in the AFC West that don't have a ring. Right? Julio Barrera, man, salute. They're talking to Ant Cuts, unknown Raider guy. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, he was going down. Okay, Bev, J.O., Pee-wee, yo, Shaq, my girlfriend likes to call you sexual chocolate. Hey, dog, I'm going to tell you this shit right now, man. My wife's from Baltimore, man, not Baltimore City, not Baltimore County. Your girl don't want that work. And my wife got 3 sisters. Y'all, you tell your girl to back up get off a nigga's nuts. She don't want that work. Okay, trust me. All right, Los Wildwood, what's going on, man? James Walker was popping. Nikki Pacheco, what's going on, Nikki? What's going on? Okay, harassment and sexual assault. He convicted now, so now there ain't no more acting like we can't talk about this shit. The dude's convicted. The dude didn't do what he needed to do. Like, he fucked up. This nigga ruined his whole career. Like, come on, man, that's just stupid. But that's what happens when, based on what I've heard in the text messages and the recorded phone calls. Old girl was recording this nigga, keeping his text messages. Like, why are you sleeping with the enemy, bro? That's an enemy, dog. That's an enemy. It doesn't matter what a race is. That's a fucking enemy. Anybody that do that shit, that's your fault. You laid up with somebody like that, dog. You couldn't see the devil horns on the back of her head and shit. Okay, not to say that he's an angel, but come on, dog. Somebody had the evidence. Somebody had the receipts, and somebody did not have the receipts. It's just that simple. Somebody was recording somebody, and somebody wasn't. So that's what he had to learn. Now your whole career is fucked up, dog. It is what it is. Okay, you ain't no coming back now. They made sure to get rid of you. There won't be no Creed 4 with your ass in it. Okay, he done. Nick Pacheco says Henry Ruggs III get a chance of coming to Raiders after he gets out. I'm willing to say no. I think he'll be in the league again. Henry Ruggs III is not the only person that has been convicted of vehicular homicide, which is what he's being convicted of. Because Dante Stallworth, if you remember Dante Stallworth that used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, he was drunk and he hit a guy who was walking on the side of the road and killed him. And he came back and played for the Cardinals and a couple of teams. But as far as him playing for the Raiders, I think it's a bad optic for him to come back to the Raiders. But you serve your debt to society. You deserve it. You deserve a second chance. Regardless, people ain't gonna want to give him one because the young lady, she was very young, and her dog was also killed as well. It's bad optic. But I think he'll get an opportunity with another team if he can come back and play. But I think with his time with the Raiders is over. Raider Syndicate, Shaq, do you think we're going to get Colton, Josh, or Fluker, all basic heavy hitters with KC game? I hope so, bro. We need everybody. We need Josh Jacobs. I haven't heard any Josh Jacobs news. It's good that we're not playing right now. Mad Max needs a rest. Hopefully Josh Jacobs will be back. And AOC can understand that Frank was it Frank Jones? Chris Jones, excuse me. Chris Jones gonna be looking for his ass. Chris Jones definitely gonna be looking for his ass, bruh. Yeah, he better understand. Okay. And he said, get these likes up, people. If you're in here, hit the like button straight up. Low law with, man. That swap meet. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I said, bro. Like, just say you don't got it, bro. It is what it is. If we're all going to Ruth Chris, don't say Ruth Chris is nasty, bro. Just say you don't want to go and spend $200. Just say that, bro. Wiener Schnitzel is always open, bro. Go to Wiener Schnitzel and get you a couple of bratwursts and shit. A small fry and a Diet Coke. While we go over here and get this lobster mac and cheese. Like come on, dog. Like, don't try to demean where we're going. You know damn well. You know, the food is top notch. It's just you don't want to spend it or you don't got it. That's all. Ain't nothing wrong with not having it, dog. Okay. On the radio got facts. No one goes to the swap meet. This is not 90 feet Slauson swap meet. Shit, when I was out here during that time, man, I was out here working with John Singleton, the director, on Higher Learning. I was doing music for it, man. And we used to go to here in L.A. Renee Revolta, man, off top of the Shaq. Did you get those new 11s that came out, the Gratitudes? No, my wife and my son got them. The reason why I didn't get the Gratitude 11s is because I have the original. Concord 11s with the 45 on the back. Never worn. Okay, I might go in and let you see them right quick. Okay, so I got those. So I got the original Concord 11s with 40, not 23, 45 on the back. Never been worn, bro, in my closet. So the Gratitude 11s are basically the same shoe, except they're not mesh. They're leather all up the top. And so I had to think about it because I'm like, okay, I still probably going to get them because then I could wear those instead of wearing these. I don't think I'm going to wear these. I think I'm just going to keep them like they are. They worth like $1,000 already. But the Kobe Grinches were reverse Grinches were coming out the next week, and I'm like, okay, what would I rather have? I'd rather have the reverse Grinches. But shit, man, I did not get them. Everything I did, man, the raffles I was in, shock drop, access I didn't hit. I didn't hit on nothing. Every time Kobe's come out, I do not hit. I did not hit at all. But I got my wife a pair, but I didn't get a pair. So we're going to figure this shit out. Okay. We're going to figure it out. But yeah, man, the Gratitudes are tight, man. I just didn't have any reason to get them at this point. $230 too, though. I'm just like, do I really want to spend $230 on a shoe I already have? But they're tight, though. They're tight. Eric Brunneman, oh damn, Mr. Shaq, that puts a smile on my face, man. Future star athlete, I fall behind your lies because I'm from work from home and pause every time I have a meeting or calls. Hey, dog, working from home is beautiful. My wife does it. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, man, but shit, pay me enough money and I'll log in too. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with some extra money. I'll still be on here talking to you guys and shit. Get on a call, get me a bag, you know. So we'll see. If they gotta pay me though, but you pay me, shit. I like working from home. Okay. Nikki Pacheco, man, on no radar guy, 93 was a good old days. Yeah, it was. The P, my girlfriend was telling me she wants to give Shaq a lap dance. I don't know if she was looking or not. Hey, dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You need to get another girlfriend, dog. She sound like a liability, homie. Your girl sound like a liability, bruh. You don't want no girlfriend that want to give everybody lap dances and shit and happy endings. That don't sound like a girlfriend to me, man. Unless you getting some of that money. Now, if you collecting all the money, then hey, so be it. But you know, usually a girlfriend means you're spending. Nikki Pacheco. Hey, but I keep my son in baseball, soccer track, get guitar lessons, keep him busy. But I don't want to get in trouble tracking the wrong kind of company. I hope he does good in life. Hey, man, I'm going to make sure my son is busy too. I already got my rules and set in place. There's going to be certain shit he's not going to be allowed to do. And I already told my wife. One of the main things that my son is never going to be allowed to do, and it's going to sound crazy, but I already said when I found out he was coming, I said it. My son will never be allowed to have a job. He won't be working a job. until he's out of college. He won't be working a job. He won't be cashiering nobody. He won't be motherfucking folding burritos. He won't be motherfucking on fries. He won't be hanging up shit at Walmart and shit. He's not allowed to have a job. My job is to make sure by the time he's 21, 22, he has businesses to run. He has property. He has this. He has tenants. He has things going on. He could work for me. I'll pay him more than the damn working at Arby's and shit. How much is Arby's is paying? They paying 20? All right, motherfucker, I'll pay you 25. Get in here and do this. Get in here and do that. Get in here and file this paperwork. Go down, go get my shit on the other side of town. Go take my laundry, my dry cleaning over here. Go over here and pick this up. Go over here and do that. Get in here and do this. Get in and pick up all this shit in the garage. How that motherfucker's gonna be working for me. And I get to write him off. Bro. My son's not gonna have no job. Because I'm the type of dad, you talk to my son any kind of way, I'm gonna go down there and choke you. My son's working at El Pollo Loco and you're talking loco, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you, dog. Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Telling my son some crazy shit. I know, I work jobs. Motherfuckers be talking shit. Especially them bummy ass managers who didn't get nothing going in their life. They've been there 6 years and your ass is looking like you know how to carve the chicken better than them. They start talking shit. I bet, man, I'll come down there and choke the shit out of you. Especially if I have a daughter, I'm really gonna choke the shit out of you. So he's not allowed to work nowhere. He's gonna be working for his dad. Yeah. All right. So on the radar guy, Nicky Pacheco. I'm from Northern Cali. Hey man, that's right. We from Northern Cali, bruh. I always went to Compton in the summer. It was fun during them times. Hey, unknown radar guy, man. I remember, man, when I was in I'm from the, I'm Yay area. You already know that. Okay. When I was in Little League, we were playing against a team in Compton. So they got to come up and stay with us. Like we would host a player. So everybody would host a player from the other team in their house. And then when we went to Compton, that same family would host you in Compton. I had never been to Compton. I'm a Bay Area kid. So the kid I can't remember the kid's name, but he stayed with us. When he came up and stayed with us, he couldn't believe how I was living. We're thinking, yeah, we ain't rich, but I had pretty much everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I had the Intellivision gaming system. I had this, I had that. I had all the top toys, and I had, my own room, and I had a water bed. I had my own phone in my room. I had shit. I'm thinking, okay, I don't have nothing, but I had shit. So he was all amazed that I had all this stuff. He's like, man, this yours. Wow, man, I wish I could live with you guys, man. And I was like, man, my parents is, they don't let me do everything I want to do, and I was saying all that shit. Man, when it came time for me to go to his house, we were right across the street from Compton High School. I had never been to Compton in my life. I'm 9 years old. Man, the first day I went to that dude's house and got dropped off there at that man's house, man, about an hour later, I was calling my parents telling me, man, I don't want to stay here no more. My dad was like, nope, you're staying there, bro. Had to stay there for 2 days. I'm like, man, they ain't had no food, really. Man, shooting out gunshots outside, screaming all night, shit. Motherfucking mama had all kinds of crazy foods in and out the house and shit. I'm like, man. I'm like, oh, wow. Let's hurry up, get home, shit. Okay. Came home. I was very much more appreciative that my family was my family and not down there, dog. Because down in Compton back during them times, they was really getting it out the mud, bro. Los of Lawwell said, no time to now. I agree. I already got a little PB jealous that Raider jerseys are admitted to only Raider merchandise available here. My home jerseys are at the swap meet. Hey dog, we got some condiment color Matthew Shack unfiltered shit. If he wants to get him a Matthew Shack of unfiltered fam shirt. He can get it in that damn mustard yellow or that red ketchup ass shirt. I got it. Like, but if you don't got the money, you just don't have it. It is what it is. Black Sunday. Okay. Why don't they like the Raiders, Shack? We took their girl. Hey, dog. Yeah. Pretty much the equivalent. Al Davis, bruh. You talk about somebody who, man, Al Davis, dog, he was the right one. Okay? In other words, like, that dude was only here to win for himself. He was not trying to get along with nobody. And when you can't control somebody, they don't like you, bro. That's what it is. They couldn't control Al. Okay? You got to understand how Al Davis became Al Davis. Al Davis came in '63, man. The Raiders were already 3 years old. Our uniforms were the same as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Our shit was black and yellow, bro. Al Davis comes in, and he was a minority partner, but he finagled it so he can become the guy that was going to call the shots. The first thing he did was he changed our colors. He's like, man, we can't be wearing. Why are we wearing black and yellow, bro? Oh well, these are the colors that we were able to get the uniforms in. He's like, man, that's Pittsburgh. What? See, as soon as he got there, dog, he shook it up. As soon as Al got there, Al's like, nah, we're not doing that, dog. We're switching this. Okay? He switched to silver and black because of the Citadel. Okay? On black and white TV, the uniforms look silver and black. He said, we're going to do that. He changed the colors immediately. He's like, man, what's wrong with you fools? What's wrong with you motherfuckers? Wearing Pittsburgh colors, talking about that's what they had. He changed the identity like that. The old Raider logo had a football with some swords and a face in it. He's like, what's this shit? Look at this ugly ass logo. We're not doing that. Change the logo to the logo you got now, pretty much. This dude came in the first day changing everything. Like, no. All them uniforms. What are we going to do with these uniforms, Al? He goes, I don't know what you're doing with them, but we're not wearing that. That logo, we're changing that. Changed everything, bro. Changed everything. Changed the mystique. Changed all that shit. First year he came in, Raiders was way better. Like, I think we won 9 out of 12 games or something like that. He started making us win. Okay? Then the ownership, Wayne Valley, the original owner, Wayne Valley and this other guy, they started running into some financial problems a little bit. Because, I'm not saying, but I'm saying that some things weren't going right with business, however you want to say it, however you want to think about it. Okay? And Al Davis was like, look, man, let me go ahead and give me control of the team while you're trying to handle your business. Okay? So Wayne Valley and them, they was caught up in something. I don't know. I ain't gonna speculate. But you could read between the lines. Something was going on. And Al Davis took that shit over. And then when they tried to come back and get it back, Al was like, it's my team, homie. Your best bet is to sell me the interest. Sell me what you got left in it. Give it to me. Bought him out. This is who my football dad is. I just told you. When he showed up, he just fucking took over, bro. So Wayne Valley's family was still trying to sue Al because he died or whatever. They were still trying to say that Al swindled them out the team and all of that. Al just a shrewd businessman. Hey, you gave me the rights to the team because you couldn't handle your business. I'm not giving it back. It is what it is. You got to buy it, and you might as well let me buy it because I'm gonna be running shit. They sold it. Al, general partner, my team. This is within the first 2 years he was there, bro. Okay. Then AFL, because they were in AFL. The AFL at that time They needed a commissioner. They needed, because they were going head to head with the NFL. The AFL and the NFL were rivals. American Football League, National Football League. Okay? The National Football League was trying to do dirty macking, as we say in the Bay Area. Ain't that right, Bev? Ain't that right, unknown Raider guy? Dirty macking, meaning that we're doing all the dirty shit to try to stop you from doing what you're doing. But Al Davis, he was the one that started going to the East-West Shrine games and doing all the shit that the NFL wasn't doing. He started being able to get the other teams to start convincing the top players in college, like Joe Namath and all these other dudes, to go to the AFL instead of the NFL. So you had Joe Namath playing for the Jets, and you had all these top players coming to play in the AFL and not playing in the NFL. Okay? He became the commissioner of the AFL. Who was the commissioner of the NFL? Pete Rozelle. Okay, I'm trying to tell you why they don't like us. Pete Rozelle hated Al because Al was not going to do anything that Pete wanted him to do. So they said, well, why don't we show who's the best out of those two games? We'll have a game called the AFL NFL Championship game. Your best team in the AFL and my best team in the NFL will come together and form Voltron, and we'll play a game to show who's the superior team. Okay. They did that here in LA at the Coliseum. AFL NFL Championship game. First game, the Green Bay Packers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City lost. Then they did it again. AFL NFL Championship game. Back at the LA Coliseum, second season. Green Bay Packers versus the Oakland Raiders. We lost. Okay? Then they changed the name of the game to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl III. And at AFL, the New York Jets with Joe Namath versus the Baltimore Colts and Johnny Unitas. Isn't the Jets and the Colts in the same conference? How in the hell do the Jets and the Colts play when they're both in the same conference? Who won that game? When Joe Namath said, I guarantee we win, the AFL won. When the AFL won Super Bowl III, that changed everything for Pete Rozelle, because now the AFL has proven, the first 2 years, the NFL proved they were superior. That last one, the AFL proved that they were superior. And guess what? He said, we need to merge. Pete Rozelle, we need to merge, Al, because it's best for all of us to merge. Al's like, man, I ain't merging with you guys, man. We're going to stay right over here. We're taking you guys out. We just won. We're going to take over. Al's like, we're not doing shit. So Pete Rozelle decided to go behind Al Davis's back, Dirty Mac. And he went over there and he talked to Lamar Hunt, owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, the same Hunt family that owns the Chiefs now, to work out a deal to merge without Al. Got the votes and said, hey, man, it's worth it. Money, blah, blah, blah. Al's in the way. Let's just come to an agreement. So guess what? Behind Al's back, the commissioner of the NFL made a deal with Al's partners in the AFL, including Bud Grant from the Houston Oilers, who was the owner. I mean, not Bud Grant. What's his name? Bud Grant was the Vikings. I forgot his name. The owner of his name was Grant, something Grant. Oilers, all AFL teams. Oilers, Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Jets, Oilers. Who else was in the AFL? Who else would I think of who's in the AFL? I think that was it. To do the deal. Lamar Hunt and them went to Al. They said, hey, Al, we've made a decision. We're going to go with the NFL and merge with the NFL. With or without you. Okay? So you should just go ahead and include your Raiders with the deal. And I was like, well, is that best for everybody? They're like, yeah, we all want to do it. And he said, and Pete Rozelle said he'd make you the commissioner. He'd step down and make you the commissioner of the NFL. Al Davis signed off on it. When Al Davis signed off on it, Pete Rozelle decided, nah, I'm not going to go ahead and resign. I'm going to go ahead and be the commissioner. So in 1970, the AFL and the NFL merged to create the NFL you have right now. The 1970 merger. AFL, AFL, NFL. 69, before they did that year, the first year, who won the Super Bowl? The first year of the NFL merger between the AFL and the NFL, who won the Super Bowl? You guessed it, the Kansas City Chiefs. Say I'm lying. Go look it up. You guys think that the Kansas City Chiefs all of a sudden started getting favorable calls when Patrick Mahomes showed up? Nah. First year of the merger, Kansas City won the Super Bowl against the Vikings. I know all of this shit. I wasn't watching football. I was a little dude. I wasn't probably even shitting in my jaws and my Pampers. But I had encyclopedias at my house. First year of the merger, Kansas City wins the fucking Super Bowl, bruh. Okay? Al Davis got lied to. He got dirty macked. He got backdoored. He got motherfucking tricked out of his situation. All that shit. All those teams. Okay? The Morrow family with the Jets. All that shit. Hunts. The Oilers. Everybody. Guess what? I was like, all right. That's how y'all gonna play? Me versus all you motherfuckers. Fuck everybody. That's why. Al declared war on that shit. He's like, okay, that's how y'all gonna do it? Okay, watch how we do it. Every time there was something that was voted in the NFL, Al was like, fuck y'all. Nope, I ain't doing it. They still did it because they had the votes, but I was like, nope, don't even, anything that Pete want to do, fuck Pete. Okay? Anything Pete Rozelle had up his sleeve, I was like, no. So, nothing meant anything because the Raiders weren't doing shit. But they made a coaching decision. In 69, they hired the linebackers coach for the Raiders. His name was John Madden. You see any notes in front of me, or is it all in my head? Hired the linebackers coach to be the coach by the name of John Madden. I think you know who he is. I think he's the guy whose video game you play every year. Isn't AP the linebackers coach for the Raiders? Once he got him, then Al Davis drafted a quarterback out of Alabama by the name of Ken Stabler. See how I tell you guys you have to draft a quarterback, you have to get the coach, then you have to draft the fucking quarterback. But y'all know, y'all want to get this guy, that from over here, bring in this guy, bring it. It's not how it works, bro. You hire the linebackers coach. You make him the head coach. Then you draft your quarterback. Within 2 years, the Raiders were in the AFC Championship game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in 1972 when the most fucked up play in the history of the National Football League occurred by the name of the Immaculate Reception. That was totally illegal because back then you couldn't touch the ball twice. Okay? That was the first fucked up call in the history of the NFL that went against the Raiders that fucked us bad. I remember my dad with his boys watching that and them talking about it. I remember it's the first football memory I have is the Immaculate Reception. I wasn't a fan. I didn't know nothing about football. I just know that my dad and his friends were fucking going crazy about it. Terry Bradshaw throws the ball to Fuqua. Okay, his name was Frenchie Fuqua. Jack Tatum hit the fuck out of his ass. The ball caroms. Franco Harris picks the ball up off the fucking carpet. Ball's dead. Runs it for the touchdown. They win. We're out. First bad call, bro. First one. Al calls up Pete Rozelle, said, "What the fuck is going on?" This, that, and he go, "Hey, Al, it's..." Al's like, "All right. Okay, that's how y'all want to do it. Okay, cool." Steelers didn't win that year. Miami won. They went 14-0 or 16-0. They were undefeated, won the Super Bowl. Okay. Next year, the Baltimore Colts won. All right. 74, I became a fan of the Raiders. What happened again? AFC Championship game, Steelers versus the fucking Raiders. What happens? Bad fucking calls. We lose. 75 the next year. AFC Championship game. Guess who played again? The Steelers and the fucking Raiders. Guess what happened? We lost again. Bad fucking calls. See that? You guys think this shit just fucking started? Nah. This shit's been going on for over 50 years. 50 plus years that we've been getting fucked on calls. Finally in 76, Al got put his team together with 8 Hall of Famers on offense. Ken Stabler, Cliff Branch, Fred Biletnikoff, Dave Casper, Gene Upshaw, and Art Shell. That's 6 on offense. 6 Hall of Famers on offense out of 11. Defense off the hook. Soul Patrol, George Atkinson, Jack Tatum, Skip Thomas, okay, motherfucking Willie Brown, and all of them cats played what? Played the Pittsburgh Steelers again. The difference is we fucked them up. George Atkinson hit Lynn Swann so hard, he filed a police report against us. We was knocking their heads off. Knocking their heads completely off. Won the Super Bowl. That's why they don't like us. Okay? Then we lost a couple of more AFC Championship games to the Steelers, or divisional games to the Steelers. 1980, Al Davis said, "Hey man, I want to build a new stadium." NFL said no, because you had to have the votes. Pete Rozelle was like, "Nah, you guys are good." He's like, "I want a new stadium." He's like, "Nope." He's like, "Okay, well, I'm moving my team." He said, "Al, you can't move your team unless you have the votes." I was like, "Nah, fuck you. I'm moving the team to LA." He says, "Well, we'll sue you." I was like, "No, I'll sue you first." Al Davis sued the NFL. While we were suing the NFL, we won the 1980 Super Bowl, bro. We won the Super Bowl while we were suing the NFL. That's why I don't listen to nobody. When you start talking about the Raiders to me, I'm like, you don't know nothing about football. Name a team who was suing the league and won a Super Bowl at the same time. Can't name them. Never happened. Just giving you guys a history lesson, letting you know how much Uncle Shaq knows. When Pete Rozelle, his mortal enemy, had to hand Al Davis the Vincent Thomas Lombardi Memorial Trophy and give it to his enemy who he hated, Al Davis said these words: "Just win, baby." First time ever said it. He only said it one time. He never said "just win, baby" again. He only said it in Pete Rozelle's face. That's how gangster the Raiders are, bro. You're trying to stop me from moving. I win the Super Bowl. You got to hand me the trophy. And I say, "Just win, baby," to you. Guess what? The lawsuit went through. Al Davis won the lawsuit here in LA to move to LA. But guess what? When it got time to do the damages, because when you win a lawsuit, there's going to be damages. They awarded the Raiders $1. The Raiders won $1 in the lawsuit for damages. They were only allowed to move their team from Oakland to LA, but they didn't win no damages. They won $1. Look it up, see if Shaq knows what he's talking about. Then the next year, the 49ers win. Then the next year, there was a strike. Then the next year, the Raiders won in '83. Then after that, the Raiders ain't won shit since. You've had the Tuck rule. You've had the motherfucking, you've had bad calls. You've had all kinds of crazy shit. You've had the index card. You've had all kinds of crazy shit. So for all of you younger Raider fans who really think that this shit just fucking started, I just gave you an entire history of the Raiders going against the NFL since 1963. 60 years of hate between the Raiders and the league. And you think it's a quarterback's fault? You think it's Derek Carr's fault? You think it's AP's fault? You think it's Gruden's fault? You think it's motherfucking Josh McDaniels' fault? You think it's Mark Davis's fault? Nah, it's Al Davis's fault, homie. That's whose fault it is. It's Al Davis's fault that your team isn't liked. And you know what? I love it. Fuck them. We won 3 Super Bowls with you not liking us. We should have 5 or 6. What happened in the 2002 Super Bowl when we played against John Gruden and them? All of a sudden, Barrett Robbins disappears out, just nowhere to be found and shit. Found in a damn whole house down in Mexico in Tijuana somewhere, bro. Sabotage, allegedly. Just trying to help you motherfuckers out. That's the answer. Okay? All right? Now, how's that going to help us now? Because Mark Davis is playing ball with the NFL. Mark Davis has done everything that the NFL wanted him to do. Who was the first team that decided to go and give up home games in Oakland to go play in Mexico, Mexico City, and go play over in London that I went to go see twice? Mark Davis. He played ball. He did what his father did not do. He played ball with Roger Goodell and them. He got along with them. Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft decided to say, "Hey man, Mark Davis, man, let's put him in Vegas." Not because they liked him. They're saying, "Hey man, put him there. He can't come to LA. What happened with the LA deal? Mark Davis is supposed to be playing in SoFi right now. I'm supposed to be able to walk over there and go to games." They're like, "Nah, he can't have LA because who's going to go to the games? Who's going to see the Rams? No one's going to come see the Rams if the Raiders are there. Can't be there." Fucked us out of that. Oakland didn't give us a new stadium. They said, put him in Vegas because if it goes bad, we'll just blame Mark. Take his team. Allegedly. That opens up the gambling. DraftKings and all this shit. Blame Mark. Put the Raiders there. See what they do. Gave the Raiders a $550 million money towards the move. It takes $1 billion to move your team. Mark didn't have no $1 billion. Mark didn't even have his half. The NFL gave him $500 million and said, hey, man, here, we're going to give you some money so you can move over there. Mark had to go to Vegas and work out the other $550 million. He had to figure that shit out. Got the loan from Bank of America. Built the Death Star. We've been in Vegas 4 years. Mark Davis now is the 8th most valuable team in the league. When he was the 30th most valuable team in Oakland, now he's the 8th most valuable team. He's worth $3.5 billion now because he played ball with the NFL. Then he listened to everybody else tell us to bring the Patriots in, clean your image up, stop being the Raiders, stop being the Renegades, bring in Tom Brady, bring in Josh McDaniels, bring in Dave Ziegler, bring in Jimmy Garoppolo, bring in Jarrett Stidham, bring in all Brian Hoyer, bring in all these fucking Patriots. That's why your team's fucked up. He did what the NFL told him to do. Clean your image up, Mark. No more Raider mystique, no more Maverick shit, no more us versus everybody, no more that. Play with us, do what we want you to do. Mark did it. Guess what? He got the Pro Bowl. He got the draft, NFL draft, which was the dopest draft in the history of football. That draft in Vegas was off the hook. He got that, and now he's got the Super Bowl. How you think he got all of that? Listening to Roger Goodell and them motherfuckers. But guess what? Who did they make him fire? They made him fire his own coach, bro, over some emails that happened 10 years before he even worked for the NFL. Like I said, the NFL is always fucking your team up. But you guys blame a quarterback for all of that shit. That's how stupid you guys are. Y'all blame a Derek Carr for all of this shit. Derek Carr, it wouldn't matter who the fuck it was. Okay? I'm gonna say what it is, dog. Who's gonna stop me? Ken Stabler had to die to be in the Hall of Fame. Cliff Branch had to die to be in the Hall of Fame. Are you serious? Got rid of your fucking coach, man, on some bullshit. Now look at where you're at. So guess what happened? You think Mark Davis got rid of Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler without the approval of the NFL? You crazy as fuck. He definitely got told that shit. Okay, Mark, it's not working, Mark. This isn't working. Get rid of those guys. Who's paying for all of that shit? Who still had to pay Gruden his money? Who still had to write an $85 million check to some guys that he didn't want in the first place? Mark Davis. So now I said all of that shit to get to right now where we're at now. Mark Davis better not fuck up again. He should have hired Rich Bisaccia, but he listened to everybody else and brought in the Patriot boys who fucked us up even worse. We were a playoff team with the team we had. We ain't even sniffed the fucking playoffs in a year and a half. He better hire Antonio Pierce. If he doesn't hire Antonio Pierce, we're fucked. I just told you why. I just broke the whole shit down for you. Okay. I just broke it down. Hire the linebackers coach, bro. Draft a quarterback. Get back to the Super Bowl. The formula's right there, bro. You hire the linebackers coach. You draft a quarterback. You build your team. You win a Super Bowl. That's it. But that's why they don't like you. Running on EA8. I've been listening to Tom Petty since Thursday. Yeah, man, I like Tom Petty. Don't come around here no more as the joint. Little P, I'm definitely going to go Matthew Shack to the Unfiltered store. Make that happen. Bev. I know Raider guy. Saw the cheap stuff on clearance rack at Ross. My sis is on you. Okay. My sis is on you. My sis is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan too. Get him, sis. Okay. Yeah, you guys are going at it. All right. But that's why. Goes to the post. That's the entire history of the Raiders in the NFL. Go watch Al Davis versus the NFL. When people start talking shit to me about the Raiders and Al Davis and how we're this and that, I'm like, man, without us, you motherfuckers, the NFL is not even what it is without us, dog. Even though those AFL teams agreed with uh, with Pete Rozelle to merge with the NFL, guess who signed off on it? Guess who's the last person to sign off on it? Who had the power to sign off on it? Al Davis. So, my owner in the Hall of Fame 3 times. Coach, commissioner, AFL, owner. He got 3 jackets, bro. Does your owner got 3 jackets? I don't think so. Absolute fucking legend. Absolute fucking maverick. Absolute fuck all y'all. And that's why I'm a Raider fan, bro, because that's how I am. If I can't get along with you, I'm taking you out. It's that simple. I'm not here to negotiate with you. We either can be cool or not. It's on you. I'm not losing no sleep. You don't like me, you don't like my channel, you don't want to fucking sub my shit. It's me versus y'all. Fuck it. Hope you brought a lunch. It's going to be a long fucking day. So, all you guys that want to think that that's how you win, and you guys think we get other players and we do this and we blame a quarterback, all that shit you guys did, man, this shit goes deeper than that. Before you was even thought about, before your parents even laid in the bed together, this shit was going on. God. All right. Elisha Gardner, what's going on, Shaq? I like our chances against Crybaby Chiefs. Keep up the great work. Thanks. Breaking news. Jonathan Majors loses his deal with Disney and Marvel. The writing was on the wall, man, when everybody dropped him, dog. Like, Jonathan Majors is a guy who is the scapegoat. But that's what happens, man, when you don't understand, man, when you think that you're good, you're not good, bro. You got to play the game. Now you have to survive without playing the game. He'll be all right. He ain't going to be the big time star he's going to be, but he's going to be okay. He can do indie movies and shit like that, but he's done. It's over for him. Should have read the room. Should have understood. You ain't no better than everybody else, bro. He's done. Black Raider said sometimes we manage to she can play as AP definitely could be looked as coach of the year candidate. Possibly. He's out. It's Kang. He's done. God. He said the sentence could be up to 1 year. He done. Now, in regards to that, people are talking about, well, what about Robert Downey Jr.? What about this guy? What about that guy? The difference is nothing was involving abuse of females. He's done. Strike Vader, I heard that some high school football teams in LA been struggling lately, especially the Chargers. Facts. Pop Warner, yeah, Pop Warner, man. Ant Cuts, Scar got me some more acids. Hey, Ant, you can send me a couple of those damn things. I'll smoke them. Shop and buy, Raiders store. Raiders versus everyone. That's what it is. Big Daddy Murder. So he's always been shady and dirty. I think the cleanest owner, the cleanest commissioner out of all the owners in my lifetime was Paul Tagliabue. Y'all remember Paul Tagliabue? I think Paul Tagliabue was probably the cleanest out of all of them, but then again, who knows? But Pete Rozelle and your boy Roger Goodell, they on a different level. Casey's always been shady. Oh yeah, this is public knowledge. Ain't nothing that I'm saying is made up. The Hunt family. Lamar Hunt. You ever heard of Hunt's Ketchup? Same family. That's how they got rich. Dirty Mac Al Davis behind his back and and made a deal with the NFL and convinced Al, said, hey, Al, we want to do this. And he said, if it's best for all of us, and he said, and we're going to make you the commissioner. Man, as soon as he signed that deal, man, they said, nah, you're not going to be the commissioner, dog. And guess what? Guess who got rewarded? The first year they were eligible to be in NFL. Guess who benefited? Kansas City did. Then they didn't win a Super Bowl for 50 fucking years. We beat their ass all the way up until the late 90s when they had Marty Schottenheimer and shit. And then they started winning against us at head-to-head matchups, but they didn't win nothing. Until all of a sudden, a few years ago, now all of a sudden they're the hottest team. They're winning Super Bowls and all this type of shit. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? Are they legitimately winning these Super Bowls? I don't know. Could be. Might not be. I don't know. I'm just saying, are they that good? They were until they played Tom Brady. They were all of that in a bag of chips until they fucked up with TB12. Then all of a sudden, things were different then. And because Al Davis was a player for the team before he was an owner. There's two men that I learned football from. My father and Al Davis. Everybody else coached me. But I learned football from my dad and Al Davis. Straight up. Jason Rader says, sucks about Chandler Jones. Really sounds like he has a screw loose. Cali Fresh Raider, I remember all that shit. There you go. So all I'm trying to do for you younger fans, you younger Raider fans, man, you guys, man, don't buy into what these people are trying to tell you, man. They're trying to make it seem like it's a conspiracy, bro. It's not a conspiracy. It's what it's been. We have our best chance to win a Super Bowl right now that we've ever had. Al Davis was never winning another Super Bowl after '83. Wasn't happening. Remember the Tuck rule, Al Davis was still the owner of the Raiders. If you didn't know, if you didn't remember, that's 2001. Al died in 2011. I'm trying to let you guys know, man, this shit is deep. This ain't no motherfucking quarterback's fault. Oh, we're not doing nothing in the red zone. You motherfuckers is, you guys is. We're in trigonometry class and you guys are on fractions. That's how different it is. Keep AP. Robert Benjamin, you correct check $1. Lived it. Didn't need to read about it. Didn't need the internet for it. We won $1, bro. You imagine suing a motherfucker, all the millions of dollars that Al Davis spent in federal court to prove his case, and he won his case. And they awarded him $1, bro. $1. $1 was worth more in 1982 than it is now. $1 back then is worth about $3 now, and you still couldn't buy shit. You can get a gallon of gas. I think back then gas was maybe like 90 cents or some shit. So Al lost all that money. All those millions, he had to pay to move his team to LA and do all of that. Now, when Al moved back in 95, nobody fucked with him. Paul Tagliabue did not fuck with him at all. He threatened him. Oh, Al, you're not moving your team. I was like, oh, I'm moving back to Oakland. I'll sue you motherfuckers again. They just said, fuck it, let it go. Al was like, I'm moving back. Tina Rebrep, mental health is real. I got family members battle as demons every day. Prayers up. We don't wish nothing but good things for Chandler Jones. Raider Trey, great history lesson, word for word, bro. Raider Trey went. I've known Raider Trey since 6th grade. Raider Trey knows it. But it's just funny to me how you guys don't understand. You guys don't even know your own history of your own team, bro. This is not about a quarterback. It's not about an offense. It's not about a coach. It's not about a defensive situation. It's about the politics of the league. We're in our best position to win a Super Bowl. The Raiders will win a Super Bowl. I guarantee you we will. Because Mark Davis is doing everything the way the league wants him to do it. What is he doing wrong? What is Mark doing wrong, bro? He's not doing nothing wrong. He's doing everything the league wants him to do. He sacrificed his that he wanted, that he was paying for, that he had to pay for, to bring in the guys that they wanted him to bring in, for him to told to get rid of them and had to write them a check. $135 million in coaches' salaries that neither one of them are fucking coaching the Raiders. Sounds like Mark Davis got fleeced, but he didn't. Okay? Because guess how much money Mark made during the draft? I was at that draft. That draft was off the fucking chain. This should be in Vegas every year. How much money did Mark make off the Pro Bowl? And next month, the Super Bowl, whether the Raiders are in it or not, Mark Davis is going to get paid. His loan going to be paid off to Bank of America. He's going to own that Raiders shit all free and clear. He's already worth $3.5 billion now. We're getting a Super Bowl. But we got to play it right. We got to play checkers. We can't fucking chess. We can't play checkers. Al Davis played checkers. Al's like, man, I ain't got time to play chess with you fuckers. But 40 years of not winning will make you change your strategy. I lived all the way from 74 to now, dog. Like, as far as being a fan of this team. All that shit that happened before, I had to learn that shit as I was a fan of the team, as I got older. Because when you're young, you don't care about all of that. Did your team win? Did your team not win? But as I got older, I started hearing about Wayne Valley. Y'all don't even know who that dude is. Like, all those other owners. A guy named McGaw, I think his name, he was the other owner. McGaw. Last name was McGaw. Him and Wayne Valley. Those were the guys that started the Raiders in Oakland. And the Raiders' original name was going to be the Oakland Seniors. Quote unquote. That was going to be the name of your football team. The Oakland Seniors. But the Oakland Tribune had a contest for names. And somebody submitted the Raiders, thank God. And they picked the Raiders as the name. But they picked Pittsburgh Steelers uniforms. And you know why? Because those uniforms were old Pittsburgh Steelers uniforms from back in the days. And they got them on a fucking swap meet sale. So we were walking around looking like the Steelers Junior. I was like, no. We lived that history, Raider Trey. So I know why we don't win. They ain't fucking with you. But now, the NFL is behind the 8 ball now because John Gruden is the right one. I don't like what he said. What he said was fucked up. What he said was racist as a motherfucker. Okay? And he lost stripes with me, but he's still a Raider. Now the NFL is going to have to go to court. They don't want to go to court with John Gruden. What they probably going to do is like, hey, you want to come back and coach? Drop this lawsuit. If I was John Gruden, I wouldn't drop shit. Alice Richmond, what's your favorite thing you like about the Raiders? Raider Trey said, facts about Oakland Seniors. Thank God that ain't our name. Facts. Alexis Risson, what's your favorite thing about the Raiders? The favorite thing about the Raiders is that I think I told you guys this story how I became a Raider fan. I don't know what's going on with all these sirens. I'm glad they ain't stopping here. They can say they going to the same spot. Something going on way over there. I don't know what it is. Sorry about that, Jen. Something's going on. Shit, it ain't at my house. And I ain't heard no gunshots, so maybe it's something else. I think I told you guys the story how I became a Raider fan. I grew up in a 49er family. All my family members are 49er fans. I moved to the Bay Area when I was 3 years old. Well, actually, I was 2. And I lived in San Francisco. First place I ever lived was in San Francisco. My father was an officer in the Navy, and his superior, I think it was his. My dad was a lieutenant, so I think his whatever's above that is captain or whatever he was. Offered my dad a job. He had an insurance agency, and so he offered my father a job when he got out of the military to come work for him in San Francisco, and he had my mom, he had a young son who you're looking at, and his wife was pregnant with my brother. So he takes this job in San Francisco. You know, dad was like 24, 25 years old. Wife, young toddler son, and his wife was pregnant with a second kid. My dad took that job, moved to San Francisco. Brother was born in San Francisco. First football game I ever went to was the 49ers at Kezar Stadium. I didn't know nothing about no Raiders. I didn't even know what a fucking Raider was. Every football game I went to was a Niner game. Niners were sorry as fuck. They went 2-12 every damn year. Actually 2-12. Yeah, 2-12 because it was a 14-game season. Raider trades know I'm telling the truth. So I didn't know what the Raiders were. I didn't know what that shit was at all. Till my dad bought a house, moved to the southern part of the Bay Area, bought a house. I started going to school. When I started going to school, I started being around other kids. They let me know, what team do you like? I said, we go to 49er games. I don't really have a team. I didn't really, we went to the games, but I wasn't into them, but I was like, okay, shit, yeah, my mom's cheering, my dad's cheering. Okay, I guess I'll cheer, guess. But I wasn't like in love with them or anything. So they told me about this team called the Raiders. I said, man, the best team is this team called the Raiders. The Raiders are the best team. And I'm like, who the Raiders? So I went home, asked my dad. I said, Dad, who's the Raiders? My dad said, oh, that's the team that's over in Oakland. And he goes, oh, they're coming on. That's them right there. So, and I started. I like their uniforms. But 49ers with little red and all that shit. They had on black uniforms and shit. Fucking pirate on the helmet. I'm like, I like that. Pirates? Guy said, what's a Raider? I had asked my dad, what's a Raider? Raider said, oh, that's a pirate. That's pirates. I like that. Pirate? Black uniforms and shit? Okay. Start watching them. They were fucking everybody up. They was winning. Meanwhile, my dad's team's losing. My mom's team's losing. They're losing all the fucking time. I'm watching these team in black. They're winning. I'm like, hey. Still wasn't a fan yet. So, my father worked in Oakland. So every weekend, my father would take me and my younger brother, and we would go to the Eastmont Mall. And the Eastmont Mall had a movie theater and all that type of shit. So we go and watch movies all day at the Eastmont Mall with all them rowdy ass Oakland people up there, which is why I'm the way I am now, man. I'm in there with all these Oakland kids. I'm not even from Oakland, but I'm in Oakland with all these every weekend with all these rowdy ass kids. We're in there. I had to make sure my brother was with me, but shit, with all these rowdy ass kids fighting in there, all kinds of shit. And there was just something about it. I'm like, I like this shit. I don't know why I did. I was like, oh, fighting and motherfuckers is doing shit. And I'm like, damn, I'm liking this. So anyway, my dad's job was on Hagenberger Road. I'm talking to only the real Oakland Bay Area people. My boy, brother Tito. All y'all real ones are going to know what I mean. My dad's job was on Hagenberger Road. Where was the fucking stadium? On Hagenberger Road, the same street. You get off the 880 freeway, you go to the right, there's the Denny's right there, the stadium's right there. My dad went over the freeway and was on the other side going towards Oakland Airport. My dad's corporate headquarters was right there. So, there was a bar / grill that was there that was called the Flanker. It was called the Flanker. I was watching football. I said, Dad, what is that? The Flanker. He said, oh, that's a Raider club. That's a Raider bar. A bar. It was owned by John Matuzak and Fred Bolitnikoff. It was only about 2 miles away from the stadium. Every weekend, we would drive past the Flanker to go to my dad's job, which was about another block and a half down the road. And I was like, Dad, because I had started watching the Raiders. I said, I want to go in there. But they said, you can't go in there. You're too young. Of course, I'm young. I'm like 6. So every weekend, I would be like, Dad, I want to go in there. He's like, you can't go in there. Every time you ask me, you're too young. It's a bar. You can't go in there. Every fucking weekend, I ask my dad, I want to go in there. Because I'm watching the Raiders. I'm starting to get into them. And I want to go in the bar. I want to go in there. I said, well, don't they? I smell food. Don't they serve food? He's like, you can't go in there. So one day, one weekend, we were driving past it. I did the same thing every weekend. I was like, Dad, I want to go in there. He's like, you're not going in there. So my dad went inside his company. Back then, you can actually leave kids in the car and nothing happened. Leave kids in the car, roll the window down, fucking doing whatever, reading a book, whatever the fuck, listening to the radio. Got back in the car. My dad was getting ready to go past Flanker. My dad pulls into the driveway. He pulls into the driveway. I said, what are we doing here? He said, come on. It was just me and him. My brother didn't go that time. It was just me and my dad. I didn't even think about it. Of course I didn't think about it. He said, come on. I said, what do you mean, come on? He said, come on. My dad walked me into the Flanker Raider bar. I'm 6 years old, maybe 7. Walk into that bar, bro. And them Raiders were in there. Everybody was in there. Snake was in there. Bolitnikoff was in there. Everybody. Otis Sistrunk, all of them was in there, bro. Because it was their little hangout. They had their broads. They was in there smoking cigarettes. They was in there smoking motherfucking cigars. And I came in there. They were like, hey, kid, we've been waiting for you. I was like this. I met all those guys. They said, put him at the bar. Put me at the bar. Made me a burger. I'm the only kid in there. Everybody, all the Raiders were in there, still doing what they were doing. Wasn't worried about me. I'm in there, me and my dad, and all of them. I'm in there eating a burger, talking to everybody. Autographs, muff your head up, you know, hey kid, blah, blah, blah. We've been hearing that you like us. Been hearing about you, blah, blah, blah. Man, hey, told my dad, bring him to a game. Take, bring him to a game. Man, when I left, I was a Raider, motherfucker. How it was done. I never asked my dad how he got that done until maybe last year. I didn't know how my dad got it done. But I was in there in the Raider bar, underage, eating a fucking burger with everybody. Everybody was in there on that team. Okay? I didn't ask my dad until last year. I said, Dad, how did you get that done? My dad finally told me, because I never asked him. I didn't care. I was a Raider after that. My father told me how he got it done. How he got it done was one of his co-workers was friends with Fred Bolitnikoff. And it just so happened that they were talking at work, and my dad was like, man, my son, every time my son drives past this place, he keeps talking about going in there, staying. And I keep telling him he can't go in there. He's a kid. And he's like, well, let me call Freddie. He said, let me call Freddie. So he called Fred. Fred said, bring him down. That's how I got in there in the first place. He said, yeah. That's how it happened. They told me to bring you by. I went in there, man. I was around all them dudes, man. Gave me a burger, fed a nigga, burnt fries, all that shit, big ass Coke. Didn't charge me nothing. Didn't charge my dad nothing. Told me to come to a game. And when I left, I was a fucking Raider. And been a Raider ever since. Never switched up. Never started liking another team. Never fucking shitted on my quarterback. Never said I ain't gonna do this no more. Never this, never that. All the shit you guys do. Derek Carr, all this crazy shit. I was a Raider dog since I was 6 years old, bruh. Went to a game. You think my mom and dad took me to the game? No. That's not how I went to the fucking game when they told me to come to a game. My favorite player was O.J. Simpson, even though he didn't play for the Raiders. My favorite player was O.J. So guess what? I went to my first game in the Oakland Coliseum was Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. I was a Raider fan and I wanted to see O.J. But guess what? O.J. had a knee injury. He didn't play. Raiders beat the shit out of the Bills. I had to take me and my brother in the Oakland Coliseum by myself and my brother. No parents, no dad, no mom, just me and my little younger brother who had to follow around and I had to go get popcorn every 5 fucking minutes. So that's my favorite memory. My favorite memory is the Raiders inviting me as a kid to go inside their bar. And now I'm older, I'm a grown-ass man. There was a whole bunch of debauchery going on in that bitch. Because there was definitely some ladies of the night in there. Trust and believe that. Or at least they looked like it to me. So when people try to go hard at me and tell me, Shaq, you don't know what you're talking about. You tell me who has that story. Who has a channel? No, none of them. They didn't have to let no little black kid in there, but I was talking to all of them. I can't even remember who I had. I just know who was in there, and I was talking to everybody, and they were asking me, so kid, did you... Hey, hear your dad's a 49er fan. Ha, 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 ha. Sorry for him and shit. My dad was just laughing and shit. But it's, well, you know, I lived in San Francisco and all that. He's like, we ain't worried about no fucking 49ers and shit. Kid. I'm like, yeah, I like you guys. Can I have some more French fries? Man, drop some more fries for the kid. Fill his Coke up again. I was in there for at least like 2 hours. Then it was like, Dad was like, all right, it's time to go, because he knew it was about to get turned up in there. They had a little jukebox and shit. Brother Tito, you know the jukebox? They had a little jukebox. They didn't have no DJ. They had a little jukebox and shit. They was just playing all their little shit. Cigarette machine and shit. I was not supposed to be in there, dog, at all. But I was. And guess what? At the Mandalay Bay, they have a new restaurant in there that's called The Flanker. I wonder where they got that name from. That's it. You ain't more Raider than me, homie. You're not. You're not more Raider than me, dog. Don't try it. Loved it, bruh. They hooked the nigga up. I'm like, man, I'm a Raider. That's it for me. And everything was good for the first 10 years of, or actually 9 years of my fandom. Everything was great. 3 Super Bowls. Everything was beautiful until 84, and after that, so that's it. I'm here to help y'all be a fan of this team. I'm a 3-ringer, bro. I earned all my shit. I was with the Raiders before they won anything, dog. They didn't win nothing until 76. I've been with them since 74. When the Raiders had no rings, I had no rings. Not more Raider than me, dog. Sorry. I don't care how many subs you got. I don't care how many graphics you got. I don't care how much motherfucking credibility you got. You're not more Raider than me. You're not. You might be as much of a Raider as me, but you're not more. That's what you're not. And that's facts. I loved it. When I tried to tell you guys, man, how to be a fan of this team, you younger guys, man, I'm here to help. It ain't your fault that you're too young. I mean, if you're under 40, you don't know how to feel. I'm trying to tell you how the Raiders win. The Raiders win in spite of the league, in spite of the teams, in spite of the odds, in spite of the in spite of all the shit you guys buy into. We win against everybody. That's how we got to do it, bro. But now we don't have to win against everybody. We just have to win now, because Mark Davis has leveled the playing field now. We've done enough favors for the league. The league has benefited. They got gambling now. You got all the sports money coming in, the gambling money, all the credibility, all that. Okay? Mark did what he had to do. Now we just have to put together our team. He did everything the league wanted him to do. Give up your home games. I remember, Brother Tito knows, Trey knows, Raider Trey knows. Remember when we were going and we were only having, instead of having 8 home games a year, we was having 6, because we were playing in Mexico City and we were playing in London. They were using the Raiders to do all of that. That's why we only had 6 home games. We couldn't even go to 8 home games because you had to get on the road. You had to actually go buy and get a passport to go see the other games. When we played in Mexico, it was a home game for the Raiders. When we played at Wembley Stadium, it was a home game for the Raiders. Mark Davis said okay. Said okay to everything. Fire John Gruden, okay. Hire Josh McDaniels, okay. Did everything right. Fire Josh McDaniels, okay. He better hire Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce is the guy you hire. He is Madden before Madden. Raider fan, lifetime, real one. Players want to play for him. Love him. 63 fucking points. How much more do you motherfuckers want? You guys want everything but what you need to get. Stop fucking trying to be something else. We're not nowhere else. We're not the Patriot West. We're not motherfucking grab this guy from here and this guy from there. No. You get your coach. You draft your quarterback. Your defense is fucking formidable. You put your players together. You get them to be seasoned vets. And then you start beating everybody brains in. And you climb up. Then you get to the AFC Championship game. Then you get to the Super Bowl. Then you win that bitch. That's what's going to happen. Four's coming. Don't know when, but if we play it right, we'll go. But if you hire Jim Harbaugh, we're not going. I'm telling you guys. We don't win 63-0 without the NFL fucking with us somewhat. We don't win that game by that much. You guys are crazy if you think we win that game 63 points. We don't win that shit. 63 fucking points in a game without the NFL fucking with us. It don't happen, bruh. They fucking with us now. But they're not giving us nothing. We put that fucking offense together with the defense we got. With guys that want to play for Antonio Pierce, we have a fucking team that can win a bowl. Now, will we win a bowl? That's a whole nother thing. But we will have a team because the Raiders only win when we have a coach we believe in. John Madden, Tom Flores, that's it. Nobody else. Rich Bisaccia could have won us a Super Bowl. Rich Bisaccia could have won you a Super Bowl, but Mark Davis listened to the league and hired Josh and Dave. How did that work out? It didn't. Now you got a guy in Antonio Pierce who is fucking the guy. He's him, dog. He's him, bro. He's the dude. If you draft the right quarterback, we can do something. Gruden would have been him, but Gruden is Gruden. He fucked up. He called the commissioner the word that begins with an F and ends with a T. That wasn't going down. You don't get to call the CEO of the company you work for the F word that ends in a T. That doesn't work. I don't care who you are. That's why I kind of hope Gruden doesn't come back. Because if Gruden decides to settle the case and come back and coach the Raiders, there's going to be some grudges there. I don't want no grudges. Let Gruden come back and be in the office or some shit. Let him come over there and be shit. He can't be nothing that has anything to do with personnel. Let him come in there and be the legacy manager and shit. Don't come over here being the coach. You're gonna fuck us up. That's it. I think I've given you guys a serious history lesson. I'm definitely qualified to be talking about the Raiders. Definitely. That's it. You young cats got to see Raider football at its best. There's never been a team in the history of our team to play that well on offense to score that many fucking points. 63 points. That was actually absolutely incredible to see. But without the league fucking with you, you don't fucking score 63 points on me. You don't get to do that shit. The highest game before that we ever scored was 59 points against the Buffalo Bills in '69. I wasn't even old enough to understand what football was. Raiders don't score those kind of points, man. We didn't win like that. We always won in the 30s. We like Brother Tito will tell you, Brother Trey will tell you, when we won was always the 30s. We were always winning like 37s and 38s and 34s and 36s. We hardly ever got to 40. But the other team was what? 9s, 6s, 12s, 14s. We didn't score 60 points. Oh, Bill Holloway's on here. Bill Holloway's known me since the 6th grade too. I didn't see you, Big Beezy. He knows too. 63 points, bro? You don't do that without the league fucking with you. The league fucking with us. If we do the shit right. Mark Davis is at a crossroads again. Is he gonna blow it by listening to his friends? Is he gonna listen to Tom Brady? Is he gonna listen to Jim Gray? Is he gonna listen to motherfucking Steve Wynn? Is he gonna listen to all these stupid motherfuckers? Okay, we scored 59 against them too. Okay, all right. But that, you know, hey, it's not 63. Gruden was him, dog. Gruden was the guy. He could have won us that next Super Bowl. I think Bisaccia would have won us one. But were you guys going to be patient enough to deal with Bisaccia? You weren't going to be patient enough. I think DC would have either got us close to winning one, or he would have trained the next guy to win us one. But we lost a lot of ground with this whole shit. 3-4 years, all the fucked up draft picks, all that shit, we fucked up a lot of opportunities, bro. A lot of good players just walked past us, dog. We didn't even grab them and shit. You and the homies are sitting at the bar next to the bathroom, and all these nice looking females is walking by, and you grab Big Shirley and tell her to have a seat. Let me buy you a drink. That's what we did. Big Shirley and her sister, Big Ethel. All of them. Huge Marjorie. While all the bad ones are walking past you. The Calvin Johnsons, is you draft your Marcus Russell. Calvin Johnson walks past you. You draft motherfucking Alex Leatherwood, and whoever else walks, Justin Jefferson walks past you and shit. Like, you just let all the nice ones walk past you while you're grabbing big, fat, greasy ones. And you talking about why we ain't winning. You let Jalen Carter walk past you, and you draft Tyree Wilson with a bad foot. You guys are tripping. You can't win a Super Bowl missing the draft that much. Who did we hit on, bro? We had about 3 first-rounders for Khalil Mack and a bunch of second-rounders. We got Josh Jacobs out of that deal. You can't even say Max Crosby because he was, what, 5th-round pick? What was Max Crosby, 5th? A 5th-round pick? Hunter Renfrow, a 3rd-round pick? Who did we get? We didn't get nobody. Maury Cooper, we had 2 first-rounders for him. Who did we get? Henry Ruggs. When CeeDee Lamb walked right past you, you grab Henry Ruggs. Yeah, Henry Ruggs had the talent, but guess what? He doesn't drive well, if you didn't notice. He doesn't drive well. His driving's bad. And he can't hold his liquor. And his decision making is bad. Meanwhile, CeeDee Lamb is one of the best receivers in the NFL right now. I think he has like 1,400 yards receiving. He's standing right there. No, we didn't want to get him. Go ahead and draft him instead. You draft Damon Arnett. Come on, bro. You draft motherfucking Jonathan Abrams. Come on, bro. You draft Cleveland Farrell, 4th in the draft. Come on, bro. You tripping. It's not the Raider way, bro. I just told you. Every time we win the Super Bowl, look at all the people that the Raiders drafted that were on that team. I just said we had 6 Hall of Famers on offense in 76 that we drafted every one on our offense, every one of them. No free agents at all. No Devontae Adams. None of that. Branch Bolitnikoff, ex-receiver, Hall of Fame. Wide receiver, Hall of Fame. Dave Casper, your tight end in the Hall of Fame. All 3 of your receivers are in the Hall. Your quarterback. Okay? Ken Stabler, Hall of Fame. Your lineman, Art Shell. Gene Upshaw, Hall of Fame. All drafted by the Raiders, bro. There ain't no free agent. Where they at? Name the free agents, bro, on the offense. Ray Guy. Special teams. Only punter in the Hall of Fame. Same guy on that team. We had Hall of Famers on all facets of. We had a Hall of Famer on special teams. We had 6 Hall of Famers on offense. Hall of Famers on defense. Willie Brown was a free agent. He came over from the Broncos. But what about everybody else? Tatum, Skip Thomas, Atkinson. Come on, dog. Let's go to the 80 team. You ever heard of Howie Long? Drafted. Matt Millen? Drafted. Lester Hayes? Drafted. Mike Haynes? Free agent. Just one or 2 dudes. You guys want to get free agents from a whole team full of free agents talking about we're going to win. No. Nope. '83, Cliff Branch. '83, Marcus Allen. Come on. Draft a motherfucker, bro. What the fuck wrong with you guys? Todd Christensen, draft. Squirick, who actually saved a touchdown from us, Jack Squirick. Do y'all know who that is? Come on. Terry McDaniel. I name all these niggas. I name them all. That's how you win, bro, when you're a Raider. Fuck it up, Mark. Mark's gonna fuck it up. If Mark listens to these motherfuckers again, we're not winning nothing for years, bro. Lightning in a bottle strikes when it strikes. You fuck around. All you guys that are hating on AP, you don't know Raider football, bro. That's why you're hating. If you knew what I knew, if you knew what Brother Tito knows, if you know what Raider Trey knows, if you know what motherfucking Israel knows, if you know what motherfucking Bill Holloway knows, you ain't going to be saying the dumbass shit that you say. And you're not going to listen to the dumbass people that tell you what they tell you, because they don't know Raider football. They've never seen the Raiders do anything but lose a Super Bowl. They don't know. They don't know no better. Even when we lost in 2002, we had a free agent quarterback, Rich Gannon. But who did we have? We had a free agent wide receiver by the name of Jerry Rice. We had Tim Brown, drafted. We had Charles Woodson, drafted. Come on, you guys. You have to draft your team. You can't free agent this shit. It doesn't work like that. You tell any of these guys you follow to come over here and try to challenge me on some Raider shit. They're gonna fucking get smoked over here. They're gonna get smoked just like this motherfucking cigar that was this long a few minutes ago. I know this shit too much. I lived it. Don't have to make it up. Don't have to figure it out. I lived it. I know what I'm talking about. Listen to the OGs on here. They're all gonna tell you I'm saying everything that's the truth. Anybody that's from my era is gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is and tell you what it ain't. Don't need the best quarterback. Raiders have never had the best quarterback. When we won Super Bowls, we didn't have the best quarterback. We had the best team. You put Patrick Mahomes on the Raiders, we don't win shit. I'll tell you that now. You put Patrick Mahomes, who I think is the best quarterback in NFL, even though he's a Kansas City Chief, I got to keep it real. I got to keep it gangster. I think he's the best quarterback in NFL, all the way around. You put him on the Raiders, we don't win shit. He ain't a Raider. He ain't gonna win with us. Look at how he acts when he doesn't fucking get his way. This motherfucker cries like a bitch when he don't get his way, bro. Come on, dog. The NFL's supposed to spoon feed you your ass, breastfeed you every time, dog. Like, motherfucker, man up, sack up, win a fucking game. In spite of some shit with diversity against you. Patrick Mahomes don't got, he ain't built like for no diversity and shit. This motherfucker's a front runner. Give me the lead and I'll keep the lead. But when there's some diversity, he cry like a hoe. Who does that? He could never come over here and deal with what we deal with. Fucked up calls, touchdowns being reversed and shit. He couldn't deal with this shit over here. He better stay there. He better stay with Kansas City. And Taylor Swift over there. Tell his wife to hang out with Taylor so she can start looking better. You can't come over here and be one of us. You're crazy as fuck. Best quarterback in the NFL would not win a Super Bowl with us. His ass would be crying like a bitch every game. Oh man, they don't understand, man. That was a touchdown. That was the first down. I don't understand. Motherfucker didn't get one call. He's on the sidelines acting like somebody took his rattle from him and shit. Crying like my son was doing when he was a fucking 1 year old. Crying over a bottle of milk and shit. Nah. I'm dying with my motherfucking team. Oh, this is a what's it called? It's a Project 40. Alec Bradley. Project 40. Just trying to help you guys out, man. Trying to save you guys from yourselves, man. Stop listening to these motherfuckers who don't know shit. They don't know nothing. What do they know? They don't know nothing. They don't know more than us. At all. I just told you everything. And you know I'm telling you the truth. Because I got a whole bunch of people telling you the same shit. All of us are all standing over here. And all of y'all standing over there. When you could easily come over here with us and listen to what we're telling you, dog. We're going to win a fourth Super Bowl if we play the shit right. All we got to do is assemble the team. The NFL's not against us now, dog. Does that mean we're getting every call? No. No. But we still have a better chance than we've had in a long time, dog, if Mark Davis hires Antonio Pierce. Now, let me say this because I know everything that all the naysayer Raider fans say. One of the things that I've been hearing, because you guys talk to me, a lot of people talk to me, is Antonio Pierce is not a Raider. Antonio Pierce came from the Giants. He's not a Raider. I'm like, when people say that kind of stuff to me, I'm like, dude, you got a whole smartphone in your hand. You don't go to Google and just fucking learn about your team, bro. Like, you should learn. Nobody's a fucking Raider from birthright, bro. That came up from the Raiders that did some shit. Do you know Al Davis was an assistant? His first NFL job was an assistant under Sid Gilman. He coached for the Chargers. Al Davis came from the Chargers organization, bro. Him, Bill Walsh, and a couple of other guys came from Sid Gilman, who was the coach of the Chargers. He was a Charger before he was a Raider. Look it up. Al Davis was a Charger before he was a Raider, homie. He was assistant with the Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. He was also assistant at USC. He was also an assistant at the Citadel. Al Davis came from the Chargers organization, homie. The same team we just beat by 42 on Thursday. Same team. See how the sun's coming out now? When I start telling the truth, the sun just says, hey, Shaq, let me shine some light on Shaq. Shaq know what the fuck he talking about. John Madden, greatest Raider coach of all time, who only has one ring. He was a defensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. He came from the Eagles organization. These guys don't know more than Raider football than me. That's why I don't ever get invited on those shows. That's why you say, Shaq, how come you don't do nothing with these guys? These guys don't want to fuck with Shaq. They don't want no parts of me. John Madden was an offensive tackle for the Philadelphia Eagles. Got a knee injury. Took a linebacking coaching job with a team called the Oakland Raiders. And was an assistant for 6 years before he got his shot. Became a head coach at 32 or 33 years old. And he come from the Raiders organization originally. Everybody has a history, bro. Your girl had a boyfriend before you. Sorry. You ain't the first, homie. And if you are, you better be sure. So when everybody keeps talking about AP's not a Raider, nobody is. Unless you were drafted by the Raiders when the Raiders were already going. You know who was a Raider from the beginning? Tom Flores. Tom Flores was the first quarterback of the Raiders ever. In 1960, he was the quarterback. That's the only one who was there from the beginning. Coach Flores. First quarterback of the Raiders. First Hispanic quarterback of the Raiders. First Hispanic coach in the history of the National Football League. 2 NFL Super Bowls, and just barely became a Hall of Famer 2 years ago. A lot of y'all picked the wrong football team. A lot of you guys did. You didn't pick the easy team. You didn't jump from the Patriots to the fucking Kansas City Chiefs like a lot of people did. Yeah, he is from Sanger. Brother Tito, he's from Sanger. Down by Fresno. One of my ex-girlfriends, her mom used to date Tom Flores. She told me that shit. They're Raider fans too. Now, daughter's a piece of shit though, but they didn't work out. But she used to date Tom Flores. And she said the reason why she dated Tom Flores because the Raiders used to have their back in the days, back before Al Davis got there. Those of us that's from the Bay Area, they used to have their training camp in Santa Cruz. You know where the beach boardwalk is at? They used to have their training camps out there in Santa Cruz. So that's how she met Tom Flores and shit. So she go, I used to date Tom. I'm like, yeah, but I can see why Tom ain't fucking with you no more because you're a piece of shit and so is your daughter. Tom dodged the bullet. Coach Flores dodged the bullet. Salute to Tom Flores for dodging a bullet because that family's not popping. So I think I just gave you guys more information than anybody's ever given you just off the top of my head. It's your job as a Raider fan to know your history, bro. It's your job, dog. Who's stopping you from knowing shit? It's your job. So I gave you everything from the beginning all the way through. I wasn't even alive when all that shit was going on, but it was my job to know. But I became a Raider fan because the Raiders took me in, dog. They took me in, man. I was 6 or 7 years old. 6 or 7 years old. They took me in. The Raiders took me in, bro. Saved me from my 49er family that's still 49ers. My family's still Niner Empire. Still. But I'm not. Never forget that, dog. I'll never forget that. Had me up in that bar, bro. Had me up in that bar when I'm 7 years old eating a burger, man. That burger was greasy than a motherfucker, but I did not care. I'm like, wow. Hey, kid, you having a good time? Then they said, who's your favorite Raider? They started doing all that shit. I was like, who did I say? I think I said Snake. I said, Kenny Stabler. Snake! He came over. I was like this. Hey, kid. Hey, kid, you picked the right guy. That's what Stabler said. You picked the right guy. I like, yeah. I like you. How long you been like a football, kid? I said, only like a year. It's like, yeah, we're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win, kid. Don't even worry about it. We're going to win. And they did. So that's what's up, you guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm telling you what it is, man. You want to win a Super Bowl? Get behind Antonio Pierce, homie. I think AP's him. Now, will he get the job? I don't know. It's going to be hard for AP to get to be the coach. The only person who really wants AP is the players, and Mark Davis is going to have to make his mind up, dog. He's going to have to decide. He's going to have to make the right decision, dude. Is he going to go for the shiny? Is he going to go for the shiny Lamborghini that costs a lot of money to fix? Yeah, Lamborghini's tight, but guess what? Oil change is $2,000, $3,000. Oil change on a Lamborghini like 5 G's. You can't take a Lamborghini to fucking Valvoline and shit and take it up there get an oil change and shit. You can't do that shit. You can't go to Pet Boys and get no tires for no Lambo. But if you got a Ford F-150, you can take that motherfucker to Midas and get some brakes. Antonio Pierce is not a lot of money, bro. Go with the F-150, man. Go with the F-150, bro. Easy to fix, low maintenance, reliable. Could drive that motherfucker 350,000 miles, or are you gonna go for the flashy whip like you just did? Flashy Bugatti that just broke down and shit. Josh McDaniels. 6 Super Bowls, Shaq. All that shit you were saying. 6 Super Bowls. We're gonna get Tom Brady. No, you're not. I'm not getting no fucking Tom Brady, dog. Told you guys we were getting Tom Brady. We're getting Aaron Rodgers. No, you're not. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, homie, who's still on your team right now. $28 million on the cap, holding a clipboard with a fresh haircut every fucking game. That's who your quarterback is, not AOC. AOC's a rookie. Yeah, I saw that viral video with the Tesla truck and the F-150 got him out. Come on, dog. We're blue collar, man. We're not white collar. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? We're a blue collar team, bro. We're a blue collar team, bro. The Raiders are mechanics and motherfuckers who use their hands every day. The people that's working on the roads and shit. That's us. Roofers and shit. Plumbers. That's us. Welders. Truck drivers. We're blue collar, bro. You guys want to be all sedity and shit. You motherfuckers wanna drink champagne cocktails, motherfucker. We're beer drinkers and shit. We drink shots and shit. We're cigar smokers and shit. We smoke fucking cigarettes and shit. We smoke weed. We got dirt under our fingernails and shit. That's the Raiders, bro. You see what we did with that prima donna football team that walked into our shit? Khalil Mack, his ass is a fucking Raider, bro. That's why you're not winning nothing, nigga. You're trying to be something you ain't. You're one of us. See the look on his fucking face? Yeah, the first game you got 6 sacks. What did you do before that? Nothing. He didn't have a sack on a season until he played us. It took him playing the Raiders for him to fucking play football. Oh, I'm ready to play now. Yeah, he balled out of control because it was us. But guess what? When he played us last week, Mumford had his ass in a mummied up. Mumford and Illuminor and them niggas had him mummified. Just wrapped his ass up. He didn't get nothing done. He didn't touch AOC all game. Worst loss of his career was the team that he was trying to make miserable. He got his ass whooped. We was winning 63-7 when we pulled our guys. That 14 points that they got was garbage 14 points. We were fucking them up. 63-7 when we pulled Max, when we pulled all our starters and had those second and third stringers out there. That's when they started scoring. But it was 63-7 when Max got off the field and sat down, bruh. 63-7. That's why Khalil was looking the way he was looking. That's why I was laughing at his ass. You fucked up. You should have stayed with us. As long as you had that bloated ass contract, we don't want you. I don't want Khalil Mack if he's going to be $22 million. He ain't worth $22 million. Yeah, he's got 15 sacks, but fuck, 6 of them were against us. Take them 6 sacks away. What does he got? He's in single digits, bruh. He got 9 sacks on the year without us, but he didn't get none when he played on Thursday. He was mad as fuck, and I was happy as fuck. That's it. What time is it? Sorry about that, you guys. What time is it? Oh, 3:50. Sorry, y'all. That's it. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I think I gave you guys a huge ass fucking history lesson today. I was on one today. I don't know what else to tell you guys. Mark Davis gets this shit wrong, we're fucked. Did I do the predictions for the Eagles-Seahawks tonight? No. I think the Eagles got it. But Jalen Hurts is supposedly sick. So I don't think he's going to play tonight. But I think the Eagles are going to win. Seahawks ain't shit. They ain't going to win nothing. Geno Smith is playing good football, but he's Geno Smith. Eagles defense is very formidable. They got enough weapons on offense. I think they're cool. Lasaria said, what do you think about this Justin Fields rumor? I like Justin Fields, but Justin Fields, I think Justin Fields isn't gonna come to the Raiders. Of course, if the Bears have the first pick, we might be able to trade up, see if we can get Caleb. We need a quarterback, you guys. I just told you what the formula is. You want to win a Super Bowl? Draft a quarterback. Does that mean AOC won't be the guy? No, it doesn't mean that, but AOC needs competition. AOC has to earn his job. He can't just be the quarterback because you guys are tired of not having a quarterback. Ken Stabler beat out Daryl LaMonica. Ken Stabler beat him out. The Mad Bomber himself. He beat him out. That's the Raider way. You got to earn your keep in Raider Nation, bro. You don't get to just get a job. I don't know where you guys getting this stupid shit from. AOC got to prove he's the man. If AOC's the man, he'll be the quarterback. But he has to be the man to be the quarterback. That's it. When you're the man, you're the man. There's nothing you can do about it. You think Mad Max is worried about us drafting somebody? Who do you think can come to the Raiders and take Max's job? Do you think anybody in the league can come take Max's job? Do you think TJ Watt can come to the Raiders and they put Mad Max on the bench? I don't care. Name the best defensive lineman in the league. You think Micah Parsons can come over to the Raiders and they'll put Mad Max on the bench? It's not happening. Because Max is him. That's what they'll do. They'll put Max somewhere else, or they'll put Micah Parsons somewhere else. They're not putting Max on the bench. I don't care who you get. Howie Long can come back in his prime and he won't take Max's job. He'll just be on the other side. Max is not losing his job. Josh Jacobs is not losing his job. Devontae Adams is not losing his job. When you're the man, you're the fucking man. That's it. That's it. You think Robert Spillane's losing his job? No. You think Jacoby Myers is losing his job? No. They're losing their job. You think AJ Cole's losing his job? No. You think Daniel Carson's losing his job? No. Because they're the man. When you're the man, you don't have to worry about who shows up. You think Max is sitting around during the draft saying, man, I hope they don't draft a defensive end, man. Shit, Tyree's going to take my job. Ain't nobody taking Max's job. You're high. But you guys are willing to give AOC the job because you're tired of not having a quarterback. AOC got to earn that shit. He's off to a good start. That game that he played, 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions, no fumbles, that was good. But one game doesn't make you the man, does it? Yeah, the Josh contract with McDaniel was dumb because Josh McDaniels is not what? He's not a Raider. You know how many coaches we've had that aren't Raiders, bro? Damn near everybody. Not Raiders. Not by DNA. Was Lane Kiffin a fucking Raider? Was Joe Bugle a fucking Raider? I don't even need to use Josh McDaniels. Was Jack Del Rio a Raider? Oh, that's going to be an argument because people, oh, yes, he was. No, he wasn't. We're no fucking Raider, bro. Jack Del Rio was a fucking Raven. Just saw Jack Del Rio on stage with the Ravens, laughing with Tony Siragusa, talking about when Tony Siragusa pancaked Rich Gannon and injured him. Way to go, Goose! I looked at this motherfucker, and guess who was up there? Rod Woodson. Rod Woodson was looking at him. Look at this clown motherfucker. That's why he got fired, bro. He ain't no Raider. Rod Wilson's a Raider. Even though he played for other teams, he had the DNA. It's either in your DNA or it ain't, bro. It is what it is. You don't have to be from Raider blood. I just told you. You don't have to be from Raider blood to have the DNA. Al Davis wasn't from Raider blood. Charger blood. Jim Plunkett, Patriot, 49er. Lala Zato, Bronco. Willie Brown, Bronco. Jerry Rice, 49er. Richard Seymour, Patriot. Mike Haynes, Patriot. But if you say Randy Moss is a fucking Raider, you're a liar, because he's not. Not a fucking Raider. He said it to Raider Nation. I am not a Raider. No, you're not. That's why you never won nothing. Yeah, Tony Siragusa did pass away. I like Tony Siragusa. Tony Siragusa didn't do nothing wrong. It was Jack Del Rio who fucking came up there and fucking started trying to fucking kowtow to his ass. Not a Raider, bro. You know who else wasn't a Raider? Rich Gannon. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Rich Gannon wasn't no fucking Raider, bro. He was our last MVP. But what does Rich Gannon do? All he does is talk shit about the Raiders. That's all he does. How are you a fucking Raider and you talk about us like the way he talk about us? Because he blames us for why he threw 5 interceptions and 3 pick sixes against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the Super Bowl. He ain't no fucking Raider. I hate Rich Gannon. Can't stand him. Too many people that came to our team wasn't Raiders. Fat ass, greasy ass Warren Sapp, he ain't no Raider. Talk shit about the Raiders all the time, bro. It's how you act. It's what you say, bro. It's what you say, man. It's what comes out of your pie hole. But you know who was a Raider that you guys shit on? Derek Carr. Yeah, he wasn't that good. He was a Raider, though. Real one. Y'all shitted on him. Y'all shit on real ones. And cake for fake ones. Do you love us? The girl that loves you the most is the one that's down, not the fine one that fucks around with you and fucks around with a bunch of other motherfuckers too. She cheated on you for a reason, dog. I told my boys that shit all the time. You know how many of my boys are fucking kicking themselves in the ass because they had a good one and they went for the flashy one, and now the good one's married. She got remarried and now she ain't never coming back, and they stuck with a bitch that's just fucking robbing them blind. I don't feel sorry for my boys. I say, man, you fucked up, man. Hazel was good. I know, man. Fuck. Too late now. Go find another one, bruh. Create another one. Find another one that got your back like she did. You ain't gonna find another one. Because now you're older and now you're even more fucked up than you were when you was younger. At least you were younger and you were cute. Now your ass is old, fat than a motherfucker, and now you ain't got no choice. You better make a shit ton of money so you can get somebody. Too late. You fucked up. Whole bunch of motherfuckers weren't Raiders, bro. Whole bunch of them, dog. I could just name them off. You know who else was a real Raider? Marcus Allen. What happened to him? Al Davis fucked up. Fucked up with him. We should have won 2 Super Bowls when we had the Heisman Trophy backfield. We had Jim Plunkett, Marcus Allen, and Bo Jackson. You don't win a fucking Super Bowl, bro? Al Davis fucking mad at Marcus Allen, bro. Big B says Raider fans are just on the edge. They tired, dog. Hey, dog, they ain't more tired than me. I don't feel sorry for these Raider fans, bro. They ain't more tired than me, dog. I've been sitting here. I've had 40 consecutive years without winning a Super Bowl. 40, bro. 83 to 2023 is 40 years. None of these 29 years is long enough. I'm looking at you guys like 9 years. That's all? That's all you've been suffering? It's 9? I've been a fan. I've been suffering four times longer, 3 times longer than you. I don't feel sorry for nobody, man. You came over to this fan base, bruh. Ted Hendricks. Yep, another Baltimore. Ain't no excuses, man. What's up, Duet Stream? Violator. There you go. The greatest Raider fan of all time is on here. The Hall of Famer himself. What are he saying? Hey, bro, keep dropping wisdom and happy holidays. Hey, big bro, happy holidays to you too, big dog. I still got you. I just have to go ahead and make that happen. I still got you on the merch. There you go, the Hall of Famer right there. What more do you need to hear from, dog? I heard you've been a fan since 1970 or something like that, Raider Violator. My big brother. What more do I need to tell you guys? I done told you everything. Mark Davis has a decision to make. It's okay. Mark did some good things. I think Reggie Bush would have came over and been a Raider because he played for SC. He has the SC pedigree. Al Davis is also a Trojan. So am I. That just so happens that Al Davis was a Trojan. Marcus Allen's my favorite player. He was a Trojan. That's what it is. Mark Davis has a decision to make. Is he going to go ahead and remember that he's Al and Mrs. Carol Davis' son, or is he going to try to pretend he's somebody else? He's got to remember who he is, bro. You can't change who you are. His last name is Davis, bro. Not Davison. Not Davies. His last name is Davis. He has to understand. Mark knows more Raider football than me. He's been around longer than I have. But if he keeps listening to these non-Raiders, if he keeps listening to these dudes, we're gonna be fucked for a long time. He has to do what's right. Hire Antonio Pierce. Don't give him a long contract. Give AP 2 years. AP's not even going to negotiate with you. You don't even have to negotiate with AP. It ain't even like, oh man, give me an extra $2 million and I'll be the coach. You bring in Harbaugh. Harbaugh's going to want $10 million a year. He's going to want full control of the team. Fuck that. Let AP be the coach. AP will coach the Raiders for free. That's how I know he's a Raider. He'd coach the team for free. If Mark Davis told Mark Davis told AP, you dude, I'll just pay for your housing and this and that, give you a little salary. He gonna be like, yeah. Do you know he's still getting he's getting a little bit of a bump? Mark Davis said it in the interview. He said, when Champ and AP became the coach, I had to adjust their salaries a little bit. You think it's costing them $10 million? No. Let that man be the fucking coach. All you haters, stop hating on AP, bruh. 63, motherfucker. 63. Name another coach did that. Nobody. No other coach in the history of our team scored that many points. Against a division rival, too? Come on, dog. That shit meant something to me. I know it meant something to Violator. I know it meant something to all you OGs out there. My boy Bill Holloway, my boy Raider Trey, my boy Brother Tito. All you real ones. That meant something. I hate the Chargers, bro. I hate everybody in my division. There's none of them I like. Let us beat the Chiefs. Man, look, if we beat the Chiefs, bro, you know how many Stephen A. Smiths and Skip Baylesses are going to come out and say that the referees are cheating and the referees need to be reprimanded and all that? Nope. LeSerre Branch, I think AP is him. You got to do it for the nation. I think Mark said he'd like to believe that AP is the man. But I think Champ has definitely got the job. They're not together. Mark said that either one of them can be hired without the other. Champ can be hired without AP, AP can be hired without Champ, and Champ and AP can be hired together. But I think Champ's got his job. I think Champ almost became the GM before Josh and Dave. I think what happened was I think Mark wanted Dave Ziegler, and Dave Ziegler's like, you gotta hire my kid too. Like, you know how you date a girl and she got kids and shit? Like, you ain't gonna be able to fuck with her and not bring no Happy Meals over to the house. You ain't walking in her house when she got kids and you talk about, here baby, I brought you something to eat, and you got all these rugrats running around. You better go get 5 Happy Meals, motherfucker. You better go get them all. Everybody gotta eat. When you buying something for her, you're buying shit for 5. Okay? When you talk about, baby, let's go to the movies, you're buying 5 movie tickets. That's it. That's what it is. Violator said, avoid the VS cigars listening to the Unfiltered Nation. Hey, Violator, I gotta buy your cigars. Gotta buy your cigars. I know your cigars are good. I haven't got around to it, but I'm gonna pick some up. That's it. I'm here to tell you guys, Mark Davis better not blow this. Better not blow it, bro. We can beat Kansas City if the offense shows up. Offense showed up one game this year. We won by 42 when they showed up. The other 5 wins we got, all was on the defense. We should have beat the Steelers. We should have beat the Vikings. There's a bunch of teams we should have beat the Bears. Just think if we would have beat those 3 teams, where we'd be right now. We would be, look at the AFC. We would be 9 wins, bro, if we beat the teams we supposed to beat. Yeah, Violator Cigars is off the hook. Make sure y'all patronize Violator's Violator. Put up your link to your cigars, big dog. Big bro, put your link in so we can patronize your cigars, bro. We can buy your shit. So that's what I wanted to say, man. This turned into a whole different situation. But at the end of the day, hey man, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to advise the younger ones. Like I told you guys, man, my son is running around here saying Raiders, Raiders, Raiders. I'm like, I don't know if I want my son to be a Raider fan, dog. He gotta be built for this shit. I'm gonna tell him, dog, your mother's a Ravens fan. She's from Baltimore. You might want to fuck with your mama. Don't come over here with me unless you really want to be over here. I'm not playing with mine. Ain't gonna be no, oh, you have to be a fan. Nah. Like, dude, if you're not wired like me and you're willing to live and die with this team, then don't come over here. It's not for everybody. The colors are beautiful, silver and black. Uniforms are great. But if you're soft in the draws, we don't need you. We got enough soft-ass Raider fans already. We don't need more crybaby Raider fans. Black Sunday says, what do you think about getting Justin Fields? I mean, okay. I mean, what do you think Justin Fields is going to help us win? I don't. Justin Fields is a great talent, but he's not dynamic. He's not somebody who can. The Bears got a better offensive line than we do. What's he doing over there? Getting fucked up. We're going to get fucked up over here. I don't know, dog. I mean, I think we should draft a quarterback, but I don't know, man. I'm not camping on no free agents. I'm good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be totally transparent with you. I'd rather have AOC than have Justin Fields. That's crazy. Justin Fields a better quarterback, but is he Raider DNA? That's what it is. You gotta, like I keep telling you guys, stop looking at people's talent. Talent don't got shit to do with playing for us. You got to be a Raider in your DNA, bruh. You got to come over here. I don't care what you did over there. You got to bring your ass over here and you got to fucking do shit our way. You have to fucking produce for us. You can't be, what you did before don't mean shit. You got to come over here. Black Sunday said, what's AOC Raider DNA? Yeah, he's by birthright. He was drafted by the Raiders. What else does he know? What else does AOC know? Now, as far as his play, he looked like Raider DNA the other night, but he has to put them together. If you're drafted by the Raiders, you're automatically Raiders. But that doesn't mean that you're going to win us anything. You still got to produce on the field. Isn't that what you guys were complaining about Derek Carr about? He does this and he hasn't won us any games. He hasn't won us nothing. But he was drafted by the Raiders, bro. He was drafted by the Raiders. He didn't play for nobody else but us. And he fucking played hard every game. But he wasn't fucking getting us to the next level. Y'all shitted on him. Real Raider, though. But he didn't do what you guys wanted him to do. But he's a real Raider. So it's a combination. You can be DNA and you just don't have the talent, or you don't have the ability, or you didn't execute, you didn't do what you needed to do to be a Raider. You didn't take us to the next level. But it's not on a quarterback, because we've never had the best quarterback when we won, bro. Stabler was not the best quarterback in the NFL when we won in '76. You know who was the best quarterback in the NFL? Terry Bradshaw. There was a bunch of quarterbacks better than Ken Stabler. Ken Stabler was a 1974 MVP. But as far as being the best quarterback, go look at the statistics. He just fucking clutch. Jim Plunkett was not the best quarterback in the NFL, but he was fucking clutch. Derek Carr was clutch, but most of the time he was fucking up. But he was clutch when it came down to winning those comeback from behind victories. He has the most comebacks since he's been in the league. But y'all didn't give a fuck about that shit. That's the point. So it's a combination. DNA, execution. That's it. AOC is definitely one of us. But does that mean he needs to be the quarterback? No. Jim Plunkett was not Raider DNA, but when he came here, he became Raider DNA. Willie Brown, when he became over here, he became Raider DNA. Lyle Alzado, when he came over here, he was Raider DNA. You trying to tell me Robert Spillane ain't a Raider? He's not. He came from the Steelers. Now all the Steeler homies of mine like, Shaq, you need to be thanking us for Robert Spillane. I'm like, why the fuck do I need to thank you when you got rid of him? Click. Well, he wasn't for us. Don't get mad at us, dog, that he's fucking balling now. Maybe y'all didn't do what y'all needed to do. I'm just saying, bruh. A lot of these people out here, you guys talk a lot of shit and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And then when you hear me know what the fuck I'm talking about, you say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I do. But I do. You see a lot of players play better when they leave the Raiders. A lot of times we get a free agent, they don't make it out with us, they go somewhere else, and they play well. Like, look at Rasul Douglas. Did you guys see Rasul Douglas? Remember when Rasul Douglas was playing for us when he was playing for Gruden? He was getting toasted. Rasul Douglas was getting toasted when he was playing for us. But then when he went to the Packers, he was balling. Then when he went to now he's with the Bills. Oh, we should have kept him. Oh, we shouldn't have. He wasn't playing good when he was with us. He ain't a Raider. Just because you don't have Raider DNA don't mean you're not a good player. That's the point. Randy Moss is the most talented wide receiver in the history of the NFL. More talented than Jerry Rice, faster than Jerry Rice, maybe had better hands than Jerry Rice. But guess what? When he came to the Raiders, he wasn't no fucking Raider, was he? He wasn't no fucking Raider, dog. Alligator arming passes and doing all this stupid shit. All-time great player, but he didn't have the DNA to be one of us, bro. That's why he hates us. Because he came over here and he got found out that you ain't us, bro. Stay over there, have all those records with no wins, with no rings, with no hardware. Jerry Rice came right over here and had no problem. His first year, he was the only receiver on our team that had 1,000 yards. Tim Brown didn't even have 1,000 yards that first year. Jerry Rice came right over from the 49ers and had a 1,000-yard season, bro. Look it up. Raider DNA, bro. That DNA means something, dog. May not mean nothing to nobody else. So when you talk about all these players, do they have the DNA to be a Raider? I don't know. I like Justin Fields, but I'd rather have AOC. I know what I got. Why do I got to keep trying to try people out? Hire, man, draft a quarterback. Cut it out. Draft a quarterback, man. Stop being soft, man. Stop trying to bypass the situation. You guys think a free agent's going to save us. It's not. It's not going to save us. Look at the defense, man. You look at all those guys on that defense that's balling. They're all drafts. They're all people we drafted, bro. Amik Robertson, even though he fell asleep at the wheel, that motherfucker fell asleep when we were playing that touchdown he gave up. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But shit, he's playing good. Drafted by the Raiders. Diablo, drafted by the Raiders. Malcolm Kuntz, who I've been saying for years, give him a shot. A Raider. He balled out of control. These dudes were drafted by us, bro. Hunter Renfrow, who you guys gave up on. Hunter Renfrow, we should just get a 6th-round draft pick for him. Why? Because Josh McDaniels don't want to throw him the football? He had that big-ass long run. Caught the football with fucking 40-something yards down the field and shit. Come on, man. But then we do draft people who ain't Raiders. Damon Arnett? Nope. Jonathan Abram? Oh, man, Shaq, he's the next Jack Tatum. How? You put a 24 on somebody, that don't mean shit. You know how many people wore 24 who wasn't shit? Remember Marcus Peters, who you guys were definitely jizzing over? Shaq, man, we need to get Marcus Peters. I said, no, we don't. Marcus Peters is trash. No, come on. Trash. 24, fucking up 24. Him, Michael Huff, 24. Larry Brown. Remember Larry Brown? Who was the Super Bowl MVP for the Cowboys, came over, took a fat ass shit, fucked that number up. We had a bunch of trash ass 24s that played for the fucking Raiders. Who lived up to the number? Old Man Willie, Charles, and Marshawn. Who else? Duet stream. Looks like Casey's a media darling and the NFL's pampering over. 2 more favorite calls. I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that. That call with Kadarius Toney, that was a call that took some nuts to do. Peters was trash. Why is he cut? Marcus Peters, trash. Playing for us. From Oakland, Marshawn's cousin, what did he do? Tell me how many passes you see him break up. Everything was a catch with that dude. I told everybody he was not him. When he played for Kansas City, he was a baller. When he played for the Rams, he was a baller. When he went to my wife's Ravens last year, he was trash. They got rid of him. Y'all wanted him so bad, came over and didn't even make a full season in his first year. Yeah, he was trash. How was he not? Is he on the team? Who's picked him up? Nobody. Nobody. That dude is playing for nobody, bro. He's not even on a practice squad. This nigga's not even on a roster nor a practice squad in the NFL at all. And you're asking, was he trash? You need to fucking know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's trash. He was trash when he came. Told you guys he was garbage. Chris Leonard knows. Because Chris Leonard was like, Shaq, come on. He was trying to convince me. I was like, nope. He's trash, bro. And he is. Sorry. Where's Jonathan Abrams now? He went to the Saints and got dropped from them too. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Come on, bro. There's a bunch of people that we drafted that was trash. Was Amari Cooper Raider DNA? See, I'm going to ask the tough questions. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. No, he wasn't. Amari Cooper was a great talent, but he wasn't Raider DNA, bruh. Wasn't Raider DNA. He's a journeyman. He played good yesterday, but he's a journeyman, man. He's on his third team, bruh. Sorry. Was Khalil Mack Raider DNA? Yeah. But he didn't love you. He loved the bag. So guess what? Not Raider DNA, bruh. You don't love the shield. He didn't love the shield. Sorry, man. I love Khalil. That was my favorite player, man. But that shit he tried to pull on us. You know how I know he doesn't love the shield? Because look at how he was looking on the bench. He don't love you, dog. One of the greatest defensive players we've ever had don't love you. It's fucked up. It don't feel good not to be loved, dog, by people who you love. That's why I'm so hard on him, dog. I love that dude, man. But when he pulled that shit, when he tried to fucking fuck our cap up and tried to fucking get a quarterback number, and he left us over $1 million, bro. He left the Raiders over $1 million that he could have got in incentives. He didn't want to play for He didn't want to play for us no more, dog. He wanted to go to greener pastures. So guess what? He left, and the grass was burnt up over there. It was brown than a motherfucker. He ain't won nothing. That dude ain't won a playoff game in his career. As much as you guys are on his nuts, he ain't won shit. He ain't won no defensive players a year since he left us, and he ain't won not one playoff game. He's on his third team. He don't love you, bruh. He's like the girl you did everything for, treated her like a queen, and you came home and she was fucking your homie. I don't know how better I could say it than that. Some of the worst relationships you'll be in is with somebody who you did everything right to, and the motherfucker that's treating her like shit. That's where she's at. Now feel sorry for Khalil Mack. I'm glad you got your ass whooped. I'm glad you were sitting on a fucking bench looking the way you were looking, bruh. Worst loss of your career is the team that you shitted on. Worst loss of your life. I was happy. Y'all saw me. I was talking shit about that cat all game. Chris Leonard, I see the Niners trying to trade for Hobbs. When asked about, he said, all I'm here for now. Hobbs is a real Raider, bro. Hobbs is DNA, Raider DNA. But does that mean that you're a great player? No. Hobbs is a good defender. He's good. He's not great, but he's good. He's good, but he's not great. If you look at the cornerbacks in the league and you look at his rating is good. He's a good player. But let's not make him into Charles Woodson. Come on, like you, a lot of you guys have forgotten what's great. You guys have forgotten what's great. You know who's a real Raider you guys were shitting on? Josh Jacobs. A lot of you guys that are on here right now was shitting Josh Jacobs. Was shitting on him when he was trying to get his money. A lot of you motherfuckers was talking shit. I told you Josh Jacobs is the third greatest running back in the history of our team, bro. Right now. Marcus Bo him. Told you guys what happened. Y'all was, we don't need them. We got Bolden, we got Brown, we got Abdullah, we got Zeus. I'm like, you motherfuckers are stupid as fuck. This dude led the National Football League in 8 offensive categories and got the ball in week 5. The fuck are you guys talking about? Y'all shitting on him. He's not worth it, Shaq. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is, bruh. Without question. Reason why he's hurt is because he has nobody else that can do what he does. He's out there getting fucking hit. Josh Jacobs got to break 2 tackles just to get a positive gain. He has to break 2 tackles. How many times do you see a defender in the backfield? They hike the ball, they hand the ball for him. He's already got somebody hitting him already because the offensive line can't block. He got to break 2 tackles just to get to the outside. And all the check downs that he's getting, catching the ball. 8 catches a game. This cat is catching balls as being the check down guy. You guys better leave Josh Jacobs alone, bruh. I'll cuss you out over Josh Jacobs. Love Josh Jacobs. Real Raider. Real one. What the fuck you guys are talking about? Okay, I'm telling you. A lot of people in the Raider Nation, man. A lot of you guys, man. Y'all, like I said, you guys shouldn't be here, man. You're only here because we can't stop you from not being here. This LA, where I'm at. You know how many people are driving around here with no driver's license? No motherfucking insurance on their car, no registration. We can't stop them from driving, but they ain't legal. You don't got no driver's license, motherfucker. You ain't got no insurance. You ain't got no registration. You shouldn't be driving a car. But there's a whole bunch of them here. Just like Raider Nation, a whole bunch of people in Raider Nation. Y'all don't got no business being over here, but we can't stop you. But when you open your mouth, we know you ain't a real one. We know that. I'm just saying. We got a good team, dog. We don't got a great team. We don't got a great team at all. We got a good team. But good is the enemy of great. Understand that. Good is the enemy of great. Because when you're good, you think that you're well, I'm not bad. We don't suck. But you're not great. And if you're not great, you don't get to walk away with a Lombardi if you're good. No good teams win the Super Bowl, bro. We're good. Okay? But we're not great. That defense is elite right now. But our offense, it's not even good. We're okay. We're all right. We're okay. We got to get the line tight. We need some motherfuckers. Colton Miller got to get healthy. What the fuck? I'm tired of him being hurt. Come on, bro. Put some icy hot on that shit. Get out there and block. Fuck all of that. I grew up Henry Lawrence and on the offensive line and shit. Rodney Hudson's and shit. Motherfuckers got to play hurt. Fuck all of this. My toe hurt. I'm not with it. I grew up with Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw used to have this big ass thing like this big ass cast on his hand. You couldn't even see his fingers. Ass Violator. Couldn't even, his hand he was always fucked up. Gene Upshaw had that big ass club on his arm and shit. All this shit. He didn't even have a hand. He didn't even have fingers. His shit was all clubbed, all fucking taped up and shit. Fucking motherfuckers up. Art Shell and shit. I don't want to hear this Colton Miller shit. He's hurt, Shaq. I don't care. Play. Fuck it. I'm old school. I'm saying. I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. Get ready for this game. Give you guys a few more minutes. Yeah, y'all. I saw Mad Max out there playing on a leg that was 60% fucked up. And you guys were talking about, Shaq, we should just sit him down for the rest of the year. I'm like, why? Oh, Shaq, we need to sit him and Josh Jacobs down. Huh? No, we don't. For what? That man sacked Patrick Mahomes and he had a 40% left leg. Only sack we got all game was him. Nah, I think he needs to play, bruh. He got all off season. If we don't make the playoffs, he got all off season to get healthy. He got plenty of time. Nah, he ain't going to hurt himself where he's going to end his career. Let that man play football. That's exactly what he should do. Josh Jacobs was too hurt to play. But guess what? He'll be playing against Kansas City. All right, Scott said, key to beating the chumps. Offense. The last time we played the Chiefs, and I'm going to go, you guys, because I'm going to go inside and get ready to watch this game. I'll be back after the Monday night game. The keys to beating Kansas City is that the offense has to show up. Last game, we played Kansas City in Kansas City. At the half, we were winning 14-0. Second half, offense didn't do shit. That's it. Can the offense show up? The defense is balling. I mean, you hold the defending world champions to 0 points in 30 minutes of a 60-minute game. It's on the offense. The offense has to fucking show up, dude. Can they show up 2 games in a row? If they can't, we're going to lose. We lost to the Vikings 3-0. Everybody was mad. But you're not remembering that the defense held the Vikings to 3 points in a 60-minute game. And the offense didn't score a fucking point. That's why we lost. All we had to do was score 1 time and we would have tied the game if we would have kicked the field goal. But Hunter Renfrow fumbled because he was trying to do too much. But the offense didn't do shit all game. Defense held the team to 3 points, and they got that 3 points in the last few minutes of the game. The defense is balling. What's the offense going to do? So that's the key. Can the offense show up? Will the offense show up? And will we put up touchdowns and not field goals? Because if we start kicking field goals, they're going to whip our ass. We got to score touchdowns. Last game, we did not do anything outside of a touchdown. 9 touchdowns, y'all. 9. 8 different players scored touchdowns. Trey Turner scored 2. That's how you beat them. No field goals. Easiest game of Daniel Carson's career. Go there and kick some PATs and shit. He kicked 9 PATs. That's it. No field goals. We're not playing the field goal game. So that's it, you guys. I'm going to go inside, get ready to watch this game, get my dinner together. I really enjoyed this live. This was great. Please share it. And we will talk after the game. All right, man. Love y'all, man. I'm at the Shack and Filter.